Mics are coming on. Tell me when, because I don't want to say anything inappropriate.
They're on.
I'm going to open this bottle of water before we go live.
We're live.
Are we live?
We're live and
Good
alive.
morning. We're alive and alive, and you are watching, whether you believe it or not, another episode of Weller Does Delmarva. How's that?
That was great.
That was great.
What an opening,
So,
Jeff.
what an opening.
You practiced that all week, didn't
All week long, and as you can see, we have a table full of treasures for you, okay? We have some really interesting Mother's Day specials because if you didn't get the memo, tomorrow is Mother's Day, all right? And that's not the day you want to miss, all right?
you? When did the memo go out?
It's going out later on today.
Okay.
So anyway, good morning, and this is Colin Walls.
Good morning.
And we're going to talk about his business here, but we have a lot to tell you about. Very busy show. We got Barry from Dry Zone on his way as we speak. He's en route, and he's going to talk to us about some neat, nifty things. We're going to continue with our experiment, our Ziploc bag experiment. Yeah, look at that one.
I can see it.
All right, we started this experiment last week, so we've got that, and Barry from Dry Zone will tell us all about that. I got my insurance man, Bill Strickland from L&W Insurance Agency, actually going to be on the show live.
Wow.
And I also have Ron Poliquin, who is going to be stopping by talking about a big fundraising event going on. And so we got a busy show, and we've got some really good Mother's Day specials. We've got an opportunity for you to win a free kayak, okay? So we have a lot to tell you about.
It's not a kayak, Jim.
Oh, it's not a kayak?
For a ledge.
Okay, well, anyway.
It might float, though, because it's wood.
It might float, and you can see it's safety sealed.
It's sealed. Good
All right.
packing
Well, let's
tape.
talk about Walls Service Center. You open today?
We're open today at 8 o'clock. Not
Okay.
yet, but, yep, give it a couple
Okay,
minutes,
so
about an
8
hour.
o'clock, all right.
Yep.
And downtown Milford.
Downtown Milford, and I think we have some openings today, so you might just want to stop in and
Really?
see.
That's
yeah,
the nice
see if
thing
we can
about
fit
having
you in.
so many bays. What do you got, 5 bays
We have
there?
5 bays. Yeah, 5 bays, 5 techs.
Yep.
Not all of them are there on Saturdays. We kind of rotate out to give them a Saturday
Well,
off.
that's
and,
nice
yeah,
of you.
Yeah, it is.
Keep them rested up, refreshed.
It's not really my my want. You know, they
Okay.
kind of ask for it.
All right. Well, that's
Can
nice
we have a
of you to
Saturday
allow
off
it.
every once in a while?
Right, 2 a year.
Right. I mean, I'm
It's
like,
a 52-week year. Can we please
every
have 2
once in a
Saturdays
while,
off?
Christmas falls on a Saturday.
Yeah, so you can have off then, or
Right.
New Year's.
Yeah. Right.
All
well,
right.
Christmas and New Year usually are on the same
Right,
day.
so there they are. They got
right.
2 off.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. What more could you ask for?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's a new mindset.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs trying to understand what, your support staff needs, and we need to be sensitive to all needs.
Right.
I actually am starting to get it, to be honest with you, since I've not been as well as I'd like to be. I'm starting to realize how much working all the time and being under stress could take a toll on some people.
Right.
So anyway, but Wall Service Center is who we're talking about. So
Right.
if you're listening and you say, I'm just looking for a really good, honest, and dependable place. That's what I find people want. The parts are the parts. You can buy parts anywhere. So
Right.
it's a matter of who's going to install them, who's going to touch your car, who's going to work on it. If there is any problems or something isn't exactly like you like, how's the attitude of the person that, you're talking to. And the nice thing about Walls Service Center is it's owned and operated by you, Colin
Right.
Walls.
Right. Yep.
What
locally.
you see is
so.
what you get. So local man, 3rd generation, and it's a family-run and operated operation, and you do a good job.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I know this past week you haven't been thinking much about air conditioning, but this
Been thinking
coming
about
week,
umbrellas.
this coming week, I think we're going to have some warm weather, so people are going to turn their air conditioner on in their
Okay.
car. It's not going to work. Thing you need to do is call Wall Service Center, 422-8110. We can take care of it. We can diagnose it. We can replace any component in the system, and we can even just charge it up or replace anything.
Because if it's low, I don't know if the word's freon or refrigerant.
Refrigerant,
If it's
right.
low, it's not giving you all it can give you.
Right.
In other words, it's not air conditioning as best it could to optimal. Is that
right.
the right word?
Yep.
Optimal.
We'll go
Okay.
with that one.
All right, so it's not operating to optimal. And
It's
I'm
not
going to tell
working
you
like
where
it should.
and I'll tell you where it really matters if you have an SUV.
Right.
If you have a big vehicle and your air conditioner's not working just as good as it should, the poor souls in the back are the ones that are really feeling it.
Right, and actually we're seeing a lot of, if you, I'm sure your truck has it, the left side and the right side have 2 different
Mine
temperature
has a
settings.
front and a back too.
And a front and a back.
Right.
So you can change the temperature settings. And we're seeing a lot of things go wrong with that, where the passenger side works great, but the driver's sweating.
Okay.
So we're seeing a lot of that, and a lot
But
of,
all that kind of stuff you can handle.
oh, we can handle that. Yeah, we
Okay.
can handle any of it. Yep.
Okay. So
Yep, no problem. We
pretty
also
much.
we also do lots of other things, brakes and stuff. I was talking yesterday with Dan about brake service we do, and lots of other
Exhaust
things,
leaks.
tune-ups, exhausts, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, lots
Wow.
of different things. So Walls Service Center, we're at 220 Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford.
Okay.
If you're familiar with downtown Milford, that's right across the street from Abbott's Grill, right
Yep.
next to Bicentennial Park. And I always say, come to downtown Milford.
Take a walk.
Check it out. Check out the Riverwalk.
Mhm.
Check out the downtown. You've been to the downtown
Just a couple
and all
blocks
the shops.
over.
Yeah, oh, it's
Some
all
nice
within
little
walking
shops
distance.
downtown there.
And the nice thing is, you can go right through the park
Okay.
and walk along the river
Yeah.
on the Riverwalk to go downtown.
Mhm.
Nice
You
little
can bring
walk.
your dog. Walk
You
over
can
to
bring
the
your
dog
dog.
park.
There's a dog park, right?
Yeah.
Is that
So,
called a bark park?
I'm not sure about that.
I
now.
think it's called a bark
I
park.
did see
Yeah, I
two
think so.
sizes.
Right.
There's two sizes of dog parks. So anyway, dog walks, dog parks, whatever they
Right.
are.
Oh, and goats.
Bring your kayak.
What about a goat island?
Yeah. Bring your goat. Walk your goat. But anyway,
Get your goat first.
yeah, get your goat first, and don't leave it at Walls Service Center.
Right.
While you're at the restaurant.
Yeah. I would drop it off at the dog park first,
Right.
then bring your car.
And then bring your car. Anyway, Walls Service Center. What is it? 422-8110.
422-8110. That's right.
All right. And now they also can request an appointment on the internet. WallsServiceCenter.com.
That's right. Upper right-hand corner, there's a little box right there, a
Click
little
right
button.
on
You
it.
just click on it. Yep.
All right. What else do they need to know? Anything else?
That's about it.
All right. So Walls Service Center, 422-8110, open today at 8 o'clock. So anyway, what did you say, Brooks?
We're coming on the radio.
Say it on the radio.
We're coming on the radio.
All right. Are we on now?
We're on now.
Right now.
Yes, right now.
Tell me when we're actually on the air.
We are on the air.
All right, everybody. I'm being informed. I got the memo. We're on the air. All right. So good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful, overcast, damp, wet, chilly, dreary day on Delmarva.
That's a lot.
We're going to start marketing these days, okay? Taking pictures of them so you don't forget what it was like when the sun comes out or whatever. So anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Man, do we have a lot to tell you about today. We actually, you know how you go in a restaurant and they have a menu?
Right.
We've created a menu.
Wow.
Okay, so for those watching on the stream or on TV, here is the menu. Brooks Ritter has brought it or, created it. And it's just really unbelievable. So it starts off with good morning. So good morning. Good morning, Brooks.
Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Colin.
Good morning.
All right. And then it says Walls Service Center. We did
Right.
that, didn't we?
That was a TV ad.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mention TV, radio, and streaming. So I'm going to mention that you can watch us on My Cozy TV, which is Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, and over the air 31.2. You can also watch us. Am I right at this? Right now, they can go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com and watch. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So anyway, and then after the show, it takes a while for it to render or whatever it does, and then it's finally there. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. So anywhere from 2 hours to 2 weeks after the show, it'll be on the website.
No, normally by about
Look, he's
11,
shaking
12
his head.
o'clock, it should be ready.
Okay.
One day it took
At
till
midnight?
about-
He
didn't
till
say
about
what day.
1:30.
He didn't say what day, did he?
What time?
All right. But anyway, you can watch it at WellerDoesDelmarva.com, but you can also go back later and say, man, I didn't get enough of that stuff. Enough of that stuff. So I'm going to watch it again. So anyway, we have a lot of fun here. We do have something we're going to do today where you can win a kayak. So write this number down. It's 337-7300. If you want to call and see if it's working, just call and say good morning and tell us whether you're watching us or listening to us. Yes, that's the key. It's like a key to winning a free kayak, okay? I wouldn't want to win a kayak I had to pay for. I'd rather win one. But that'll be a prize for another day. We'll have where you
Well,
win.
that's the surprise at the end.
You get to pay.
You have to pay
Yeah,
for it, right?
a handling fee. So anyway, now I got Barry from Dry Zone's going to be on in a little bit. I got Bill Strickland from L&W, and then I've also got Ron Poliquin, who I'll put him down as Ron Poliquin from Dover. How about that?
That works.
And he has got something to talk about. So anyway, I wanted to talk about Wilson's Auction. Man, if you go to their website, Wilson's Auction, okay, .com, of course, you would be amazed at the amount of stuff they have for sale today. So anyway, they have stuff outside, stuff inside. The auction starts at 10 o'clock today. and it runs into the afternoon and into the evening, okay? So if you're looking for an auction item and you want to just get a good bargain on something, Wilson's Auction is right on Route 113 in Lincoln, and it's a lot of fun to go to. They have everything from glassware to jewelry. They have tools and lawn mowers. They have exercise equipment. They have furniture. They just have a lot of different things, and that's wilsonsauction.com. And it's right on Route 113 in Lincoln. Now you say, man, there's a whole lot of road construction out there. Can I get in? Can I get out? Absolutely no problem at all. So I'm just letting you know they're having an auction today starting at 10 o'clock. It runs into the afternoon and into the evening. And then also today, which happens to be May 7th, they're having another auction. One of them, it's two pieces of real estate. In other words, one is just a piece of real estate. The other one is a piece of real estate with a house on it. And you can find some information on that because that's in Lincoln. It's, let me think here, Cedar Creek Road in Lincoln. That's, isn't that out Brooks Ritter's way?
That
It's
is.
somewhere.
Yes.
Your house isn't being sold today that you know of, is it?
I hope not.
Okay,
My
well-
taxes are paid up in fulls.
Okay, all right. Well, it's 11 o'clock this morning. There's a house and a piece of land going to be sold, and then also there's another piece of land going to be sold. So anyway, Wilson's Auctions got it going on. So if you're looking to sell something, you give them a call. You could sell a whole building full of merchandise. You can just clean your closets and your garage out and take it there. They can come to you. If you got property you want to sell, they can help you with that. And then on Tuesday nights, they do the auto auction. So that starts at 6 o'clock on Tuesday nights. So if you want to buy a car or if you got a car you want to sell, you can also take that there. So what in the world's their phone number? You're saying, I want to call them now. 422-3454. 422-3454. It's Dave Wilson and his team. They do a great job. WilsonsAuction.com on the web. So anyway, that is that. I'm going to be talking to one of my guests here in just a minute. I do want to tell you we are truly going to try to give away a kayak today, okay? And it's real simple, all right? But you do need that phone number, so keep it handy, and we're just looking for people to call and say good morning. When you do call to enter the contest, it's going to be real simple, okay? And I'll tell you how simple it's going to be. But the prize is going to be a kayak. We're going to give away a kayak. Hopefully, anyway, if somebody gets it right, all right? So anyway, I did want to mention there's some flowers for sale, okay? But they're not here, all right? But this is first come, first serve, so they're going to sell out quickly. But it's flowers, flowers, and more flowers. The Indian River Fire Company, the Ladies Auxiliary, is selling flowers for Mother's Day, which, if you didn't get the memo, is tomorrow, okay? That's the one day you don't want to forget. But anyway, it's at the Firehouse on Bank Street in Long Neck, starting at 8. So they're getting ready to start here in just a little bit. But it's 8 until they sell out. So get your flowers today. Nothing says I love you like some nice flowers. So did you get the flowers I sent you, Brandon?
I did.
Okay. Well, anyway, that is Brandon Ritter. Now, this is Brooks Ritter's brother. I don't know if you call him the little brother, the other brother, the brother with a problem. I'm not sure how they describe you.
The better brother.
Oh, the better brother, the BB.
Now, he's the milkman's
Bill.
kid.
He's the what?
The milkman's kid.
The milkman's
If you
kid.
look at the three
Better
of us,
brother.
he's the only one that looks different.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
really?
the good-looking one.
Yeah, well, he also considers himself the most intelligent. So,
Oh.
anyway.
Whatever makes him feel better.
Well, thank you. See, you can tell he's in sales.
Yes.
Whatever makes you feel better. All right, so Brandon, tell me, has it rained enough this week, or what would you like to see happen today?
Oh, I want warm weather and sun.
Warm weather and sun.
I am tired of all this rain. I've torn up a couple pairs of shoes already.
Yeah, and it doesn't make anybody in a better mood, does it?
No.
I guess the ducks are happy.
Yeah, I would
You know,
say if it was raining
and
like
worms.
this, it's okay if it's warm, but it's chilly
Right.
out. So
It's
rain
chilly.
and chilly, it's not good.
Rain and chilly. Rain and chilly.
Well,
All
rain-
right, so what in the world's going on at Weller's? I see sheds coming in. I see trailers going out.
There-
Man,
There's a lot going on at Weller's.
I
We
do need
are-
to. I got to interrupt you already. I like to
Sure.
interrupt people. Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Anyway, we have socks on sale, and I want your opinion of this. What is it? 30 pairs of socks for like $13 and change.
Yes.
Okay. We were thinking. I just need your opinion. What do you think about us having a sock club where you actually give us your credit card information? And just once a month, we hit your credit card for $13. What is it? $13.77.
Yep.
And we just send you out 30 new pair of socks.
That sounds
So
like a
that
good
way,
idea.
you just never have to.
Never have to wash them.
Right.
Never
because
run out?
it's really funny. People lose socks in their dryer,
Mhm.
but they never lose a pair of blue jeans in their dryer,
Right.
or a shirt or anything like that.
Well,
but
the
they
dryers
seem
only like socks.
only like socks.
They don't like the taste
so
of the jeans.
I'm just saying this way your dryer gets to eat or keep all the socks at once. But anyway, do you think we could do that? Like people would say, okay, every month, just send me 30 pair of socks, and we just do it automatically. What do you think of that?
It sounds like a fun idea.
It does, doesn't it?
Right.
Okay, so anyway, we're thinking about that. So I guess if you're listening and you would be willing to sign up for that program, we'd like to hear from you. So it's 337-7300. You're not going to get to us. You're just going to be able to leave a voicemail. But it's a very high-quality voicemail, so very professional person that answers it and so on and so forth. Now, did you want to talk about anything else?
Yeah,
Since you
actually,
stopped by?
yes, I had a little story I wanted to tell
Okay.
everybody. Normally when I get on here, I push a lot of sheds and
Product, yeah,
carports
trying to
and
sell something to everybody.
and stuff like that. Well, I had a gentleman come in yesterday, and he was looking for what's called a brake box adapter. There's a little plug that goes from your brake box to your truck.
Oh, we didn't want to cut and splice all his wires?
He didn't want to cut and splice all his wires.
Okay,
He
must
wanted
have
it
had a
simple.
newer vehicle.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was telling me how much trouble he was having. He said he couldn't find it. He went to the dealer. It's a brand new 2016 vehicle.
I have a feeling nobody wanted to spend any time with him.
That's what it was.
I mean, it's a very insignificant sale.
Correct.
So people were like, dude, we might have sold you the $40,000, $50,000 pickup,
Right.
but we're not going to spend 10 minutes with you on the plug.
Right.
Okay.
So he called me on the phone. He's like, I'm looking for this plug. I said, you know what? Come on, bring the vehicle. Let me see the vehicle. So he brought the vehicle up here, and I got underneath the hood and saw where the plug was. And yes,
Okay.
his story lined up. The plug that they gave him was the wrong plug.
Okay.
It was for the earlier model of the 2016.
Okay. So just because it's a 2016, there could be more
There could
than
be
one
a
model.
difference, yes.
Okay.
For example, his was manufactured in February of this year, so he had like the newest model of this vehicle. And so one of the changes was the plug
Okay.
for the brake box. So he
Did
brought
we have
it in.
it, or how long did it take to get it?
Well, we didn't have it in stock,
Okay.
but I found it for him.
Okay.
And we were able to order it for him, and it's going to be in a few days, and we're going
Okay.
to install the brake box for him. And he just proceeded to tell me how he was very pleased that we took the time to find this product and not just look through a book and say, no, we can't get it. So that's one thing I
Because
want
he was believing there was a part for him.
Well, obviously there was somewhere.
2016. Right. It was just a matter of finding somebody that would take the time.
Correct. So that's one thing we highlight here is we are going to take the time, even the smallest little parts. We're not going to, treat you any differently if you're buying a huge 24-foot enclosed trailer or just a small little brake box adapter. Our service is what we pride ourselves on, and we want to remind everybody that we're here for you. And if we absolutely cannot find the product, we're going to be honest with you. We absolutely cannot find the product, but we're going to go to the nth degree to find it for you.
Well, I hear that from people. In other words, people tell me that, the service they receive before, during, and after the sale, that we try and we care. In other words, we're not flawless or perfect or anything like that, but we try. I mean, and that's really all that separates us from anybody else is how we treat you. Because
Right.
everything we sell, there's nothing magic here. Everything we sell could be purchased somewhere else.
Exactly.
So the only thing that you have to decide is how do you want to be treated? And some people could care less. They would just say, well, I'll buy it online, and if I have a problem, I'll just go
Deal
from
with it
there, and stuff like that. Or they might say, no, it's because in today's world, people crave, some people crave good service.
Right.
Because good service now is priceless.
It is.
It is priceless. I noticed you mentioned earlier about your feet being wet,
Mm-hmm.
and your boots being wet. It's because we go outside in the rain, and we will spend time showing you a shed or a carport or a swing set or a trailer.
Right, yeah, we're here for the customers. We're not just showing up for work. We're here to get what you need, help you decide what you want to do, no matter the product. If it's socks, we're going to answer your questions about socks. We're not just going to point you over in the corner and say,
There they are.
have at it. If you have a question, we're going to try to answer it to the best of our knowledge. So,
Right. And I appreciate that. In other words, because in today's world, man, if you left here and just went to 3 stores, you'd really quickly figure out what we're talking about. And
Correct.
people listening understand. So was there something else you wanted to say, or was that about it? I mean, are we installing the brake box?
we are installing the brake box for this gentleman.
Okay. And
here,
for those that are listening and don't know what a brake box is, what it is if you buy a trailer, usually a tandem axle trailer, it comes with electric brakes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the brake box is a mechanism when you put your foot on the brake of the truck it somehow tells that brake box that it's time to put the brakes on the trailer, because
Correct.
the objective is you want the trailer tugging on the truck. You want the trailer pulling the truck,
Help slowing down the truck. Yes.
right, instead of pushing it.
Correct.
Okay, so
Yep.
we also are going to install the brake box, which means we do that kind of work.
Yes, we do that kind of work. This one here is a fairly simple one. It is a plug and play setup. So
Plug and play.
let's plug it in and play with it.
All right.
So
Plug and pull. I'd call it plug and pull.
there you go.
All right.
So just again, come in and talk to any one of us. We're going to help you out the best we can.
So if you've been somewhere else and they told you no, at least give us a chance.
Give
to
us a
help you out.
chance. Yeah,
Right.
if we don't have it in our showroom, we probably have the ability to get it somewhere.
Okay.
So
Quickly.
yes.
All right, I'm going to leave you if that's okay.
Okay. Well,
All
actually,
right.
I'm going to leave you. You'll
Okay.
stay here.
All right. Well, anyway, that was Brandon Ritter. He works in sales here. He's kind of the shed, I'll say guru, but expert, whatever. He's the one who orders them all, whether he sells it or somebody else does, and he's really knowledgeable of the Amish-made products that we sell. But again, Brooks is here, and Brooks actually is Brandon's brother, so we've got Brooks and Brandon Ritter here. Then we've got Earl Jackson, and we've got Jason Troyer, and we've got Christian back in the back, and Coulter, and we've got a wonderful staff here, and Sharon, and so on and so
Yeah,
on.
one big happy family.
One big happy family. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that whether you need a little thing is something as simple as that plug and play, plug and pull adapter thing, or you want a brake box put in, or you want to buy a new trailer, Weller's Utility Trailers is your place. And what we do realize, we already realize it, the main thing that we have to offer you is how well we treat you, and we try hard to do a good job. So that is that. I did want to mention first-class heating and air. When I think about days like this, I think to myself, man, I can't imagine what it's like for people that are in the heating and air conditioning business, because one day you've got your air conditioner on, the next day you've got your heater on, and you're like, holy mackerel, what's going on? So I want to encourage you, if you've not had your heater or air conditioner serviced in a while, it's a good idea to get it done. It's just like a tune-up, we talk about our chiropractor. It's a good idea to go to a chiropractor now and then. We talk about Wall Service Center in reference to just having your vehicle looked over, or your heating and air conditioning system. That thing works 300 days a year. I mean, it's on and off and so on and so forth, and it's really important to make sure it's operating as efficiently as it can be. Another thing that's important is keeping your filter changed, because that has a lot to do with the quality of air that you're going to breathe inside your house. And you may be an adult, but you might have grandkids, and it all affects everybody differently. So who am I talking about? First Class Heating and Air. They're a locally owned, locally operated company. In fact, they have been serving the area, Delaware and Maryland, for over 40 years. I love that when I hear about companies that have been around for a long time. They do heating and air conditioning. They also do plumbing. So if you need some plumbing work done, and something that they do with the plumbing that I find really nice is there's no surprises. They'll literally come out and give you a price on what you're looking at to get that plumbing project taken care of. So whether you need a heating and air conditioning system installed, maybe you need a ductless system, or maybe you don't even know what a ductless system is and you want to learn about it. Some people call them mini splits. But anyway, they sell and service many different brands. They offer maintenance agreements that also come with discounts. They offer financing if you need that. Their staff is in uniforms when they arrive. The vehicles are lettered. Everybody is background and drug tested. Man, that stuff is becoming more and more critical all the time. And they also offer financing if you happen to need some financing for a project. You want to do some remodeling, which includes some heat and air and maybe some plumbing or whatever. They offer financing. So one call does it all. I personally have dealt with them many times. I'm very happy with them. It's First Class Heating and Air. They are on the web at firstclasshvac.com. firstclasshvac.com. Their phone number is 934-8900. 934-8900. Locally owned and operated. Been serving this area for over 40 years. They'll take good care of you. Tell them I sent you. All right. I do have a couple specials I'd like to mention, with Mother's Day being right around the corner. Actually, it's tomorrow. So we're going to be open today from 9 to 1. And we have some specials. So one of them is this neat little thing called our Daily Bread. It's just a little thing that looks like a loaf of bread, and it has these little cards in it, 240 promises from the Word of God, okay? So it's 120 scripture cards that are printed on both sides, and it's not a nice little thing. I think they normally sell. I've seen them in some of the little stores for $6 or $7. We've got them for $3. So if you're looking for a nice little thing to say, Mom, just was thinking of you, didn't know what to get you, but I wanted to get you something nice, she can set it on the shelf and pull one of these cards out each and every day. So we have that for only $3. Now, all the specials I'm going to mention, they're only good today, but we are open today until 1 o'clock. Another thing that is one of our specials is this right here. It's a leather. It is leather, I think. I don't know if it's leather or not, but it looks leather to me. The lid opens up. It kind of snaps open, but it's for carrying a couple bottles of wine, okay? So people that go out socially and so on, I think the proper thing to do is bring a bottle or two of wine. I think it's one you give to the people you're going to go visit, and the second one is for yourself to drink on the way home. I don't know. But anyway, it's called a wine carrier, all right? It's a leather thing. If you look them up online, you'll see they're $85, $90. We have these, and they come with a little carrying strap if you want to put it over your shoulder or something. But it seems to be a real social thing. I kind of chuckle about it because I don't see myself doing this. But anyway, just want to let you know we have these as a Mother's Day special. So they're not $85 or $75 or $65 or $55. They're actually $10. $10.
Wait a second. Did you just say $10?
Yeah. Now, you're probably thinking I could buy them and resell them on eBay.
That's what I'm thinking.
We sell them for like $50-some on Amazon. We do.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm just letting you know, $10 just to see if anybody's awake and listening. So, if you want any of these things, all you've got to do is get into Weller's Utility Trailers before 1 o'clock and pick up what you need. We also have this right here. I'll tell you what this is. This is a container, a plastic container full of Weller's wood nickels. And I got this idea yesterday as I heard Dwayne Miller talk about this little boat that the Greenwood Mennonite School made, and they launched it, and they're trying to see if it will get to another country. I'm going to launch this container of Weller's wood nickels and see if I can get it to get from here to Milford, okay? Anyway, I want you to call and guess how many are in this container. And guess what I'm going to give you? Any guesses?
A
Come
kayak.
on, team. A kayak. All right, so if you would like to win a kayak, all you've got to do is call 337-7300 and say, hey, I'll tell you how many wood nickels is in that container, and I'm going to win that kayak. So if you guess correctly, well, I guess you have to be the first person to guess.
There you go. I was going to
Okay.
ask you. Say, what happens if somebody
you have
gets
to be
the
the
same
first.
number?
Well, I've only got one kayak. Maybe they could share it. Okay? You didn't think I was going to think that fast,
No,
did you?
I didn't.
All right. Anyway, so you can win a kayak. 337-7300. All you're going to do is call. You're going to call, and you're going to say, I am guessing this number, okay? And leave your name and number, if you would, in case you're the winner. Is that right?
Shall we say one guess per person?
I don't know. Is that too strict? One guess per person?
You'll
My
have some
studio
people
audience is saying I would do that. So it's one guess per person, okay? 337-7300. You're simply going to leave your name and number and guess. So here it is right here, and then we're going to launch this thing. There's a ditch right out front, right?
Yes, there
We're
is.
going to put it in the ditch, and I want to see if this thing can end up in the Mississippian River there behind Walls Service Center. And that way Colin can snag it for me, and then we can use it again. I just want to see how long it'll float, because the wooden nickels are wooden. Them babies should float for a while, right?
You would think so.
Okay, they expand, too. You want to see your dollars grow? Let your wooden nickels get wet. Okay, anyway, we're going to take a break, so we're going to be right back on more Weller Does Delmarva, but we are going to hang right with the TV crowd, okay? Hanging right with you. Colin Walls got all excited when I talked about these wooden nickels floating from that ditch out front to the Mississippian River in Milford.
Because I'm sure
It's
this
gotta
ditch
get into
goes
a
to
tax
the,
ditch
this
first.
goes to the Nanticoke River
Right.
probably,
It's got to get
which
into
goes to the Chesapeake Bay,
and then
it's
to
got
the
to go out in
Mississippian
the
River.
ocean.
Right, it will. It will come right up in there.
Right, it's a long way around, but
It is.
you've got the
If fish can do it, these wooden nickels can do it. So all you got to do is guess. That's all you got to do. We don't even care if you're in your pajamas. They can guess however you are this morning. You don't even need to tell us, okay?
And I will say that the TV viewers have an advantage
Oh,
because the radio viewers can't see how big this is.
that is true.
They're going by the sound.
Right. So you have to hear. That's right. So the TV viewers have a big plus here.
Well, the
so
rad-
you win what?
The radio listeners, they just get to a computer.
And go to Weller.
Does Delmarva.
How do they do that? How in the world do you go to Weller Does Delmarva?
You open up a web browser,
Yeah.
and then you
Like
type in
Mr.
W.
Google?
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
That works.
How do you know it's not Miss Google?
It could be either one.
Okay, with Mother's Day. Ms. Google. Okay.
www.wellerdoesdelmarva.com.
Right.
There's 2 video screens on that website. The
Ah.
top one is the live stream. You just hit play, and you'll be watching the show
This is
live
getting
as
too
we do it.
complicated.
I was thinking the same thing. I would say something like, just log on the internet to WellerDoesDelmarva.com and guess. No, they can't guess.
They have to call.
They have to call. That's
Yeah.
right. But if you're watching on TV, we need to know where you're watching from. And so many people say, I'm in my bedroom. I'm in my living room.
Right.
That's not what we mean. Are you in
My lazy
Seaford?
boy.
Right, my lazy boy. We're talking more like, are you in Milford or Dover or Long Neck or Short Neck
Philadelphia.
or Philadelphia
Right.
or whatever. So anyway, that's what we need to know. 337-7300 if you want a chance to win a kayak. Okay?
Sounds
you
like a
imagine
plan.
getting your mom a kayak? That's like buying her a treadmill. You know what I mean? To hang
She'll
clothes
love you.
on.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some
Yeah.
moms that would love that.
Which one? A treadmill or a kayak?
The kayak.
Okay.
I suggest a vacuum.
A vacuum?
cleaner
Well,
or a mop or
hey,
something like that.
What do you think about
If you
this
wanna be
one,
divorced
Mom?
Soon.
Tide Buzz Ultrasonic
Yeah.
Stain Remover.
Good idea.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that stain out of my shirt.
Right. Hurry up
Now
about
get
it.
to work.
Okay, can we move on?
We can move on.
All right.
Please, before we get in
Um,
trouble.
Yeah, before we get in trouble. What do you want to talk about next? Advertising?
We can.
All right.
Doesn't matter. Talk
All
about
right.
whatever you want.
Well, wanted to just remind people, want to say welcome. We got a couple new advertisers, I guess, to some
Yeah,
degree.
mhm.
We're selling TV ads is what we're trying to do. So if you're watching on TV, this would be an example of a TV ad. It would be like, I would say, hey, this is Jim Weller, and this is Colin Walls, and we're here at Walls Service Center in downtown Milford, Delaware. And we want to let you know we do everything from wiper blades to oil changes to muffler bearings to new exhaust systems to headlights, whatever you need. And we're conveniently located in Milford, and you can call us or come see us or something. That would be the example of a commercial. So if you want to advertise on this show, we need you to call us now, 337-7300. We're getting ready to go back live on the radio. I cut you short, didn't I? Oh, he's mad now. He's out of here. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that this is Weller Does Delmarva. If you are just tuning in or starting to watch us, you're saying, okay, how much of this can I take? You could take another hour and a half, okay? Everybody's heart is at least that strong. So anyway, we've had a lot of phone calls today, and the phone calls are your opportunity to win a brand new, I didn't even mention that earlier, this is not a used kayak. This is a brand new kayak. Come on over, Barry, and sit down. You're making me nervous over there. Anyway, it's a brand new kayak, and we're giving one away absolutely free, and the only thing you have to do is guess. So the people watching have an advantage over the people on the radio. So the people on the radio need to go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com, and you need to guess how many wooden nickels are in this container. Would you care to guess, young man? You're seeing it. Would you like to hold it?
There's a lot
Would
of
you
them.
like to touch it?
I want to see it go to the Mississippi River. That's
Well,
gonna be
that
exciting.
We're going to take this thing out front, put in that ditch. Now that ditch will flow into a tax ditch,
Oh boy.
which will flow into some pond somewhere, which might flow into something that ends up in the Mississippi River.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, because it should float, right?
For a while.
It's plastic. All them wooden nickels are wood. Doesn't wood float?
Wood does float, yes.
Okay. All right. The Titanic wasn't made out of wood, was it?
No.
All right, then.
But I think
That's
the
what I'm
rowboat-
saying. Wood floats.
I think the boats, the rescue boats were.
What?
that
Made
were
out
on
of
the-
wood.
That were on the Titanic.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Okay. All right. So we probably had about 25 or 30 phone calls. Everybody can play. All right. Did you want to take a guess? Because you're right here. You can see it, Barry. You look nervous.
I am nervous.
I will say one thing. You are clean shaven today. I saw you yesterday morning. I was like, is this Grizzly Adams? All right. Anyway,
The
are you guessing or not?
I'd say 300.
300. Now you've gave the number away. Golly dang.
What's written on the jar?
Let me think. How do I say to him politely on the radio and TV and the stream that you shouldn't have done that? All right. If you want to guess, everybody, the phone number's 337-7300. If you guess correctly, I guess you have to be the first person, right?
Yes.
All right. The first person to guess correctly, how many wooden nickels are in that container? What do they win, Barry?
I think they win a new kayak.
A brand new kayak, okay? And it has Armstrong steering, and it comes with a paddle or a pedal, either one, all right? Hey, what did you want to talk about today? Are we going to talk about dry zone, or you got a whole nother idea?
No, we got dry zone on the mind here, and I wanted to talk about this little experiment we
Well, let me
dropped off
tell you
last
something.
week.
I'm getting scared. Look at this. Last week, you brought these 2 Ziploc bags. This particular one has a piece of sheetrock in it,
Correct.
okay? And then this particular one has, what's the word for this?
It's the Everlast wall panel.
I knew that. The Everlast wall panel. Okay? Obviously. So we poured water in both of them.
Yes.
And then we sealed them up. They've been sitting in my office all week.
All right.
I've been a nervous wreck, and I'll tell you why. I'm seeing, it looks to me like mold growing on this sheetrock.
There is some specs there. It makes me concerned about
How
that.
does that happen in a week?
Well, that's
In
drywall.
a sealed bag.
It's organic, and it's we've created like a little terrarium in there.
So eventually, that mold is going to grow to such a degree it just rips that bag open and attacks me in my office.
Well, that's why I left them here. I didn't want them. But you still.
Let's leave them in Jim's office.
But the Everlast wall panel still has the water.
I know. So you got to help me understand that. In other words, we got 2 bags the same size. We poured the same amount of water in both of them.
Right.
Got a piece of sheetrock versus a piece of, what'd you call it?
The Everlast wall panel
Okay.
restoration system.
All right. And so now what you're saying is, if this was somebody's basement, this is a real visual,
Yes.
because this doesn't have to be a big water leak. I mean, just your floor could condensate,
Correct.
and the sheetrock starts. Is it called wicking, or it sucks it up?
It's going to wick it. It's going to draw it up from the bottom.
And that could be happening on the back of my sheetrock, and I don't even know it.
Correct. Absolutely. If you have a finished basement, sometimes you don't even know it until it's too late. It's already a serious problem.
It took me over. All of a sudden, the color of my sheetrock changed to black.
Correct.
And I thought somebody painted it.
And it's going to have awful odors. It's
Oh.
it's a health problem, health for the home.
So if a person has sheetrock in their basement, honestly, they may not know that it's molding on the backside.
Right, because usually it's going to be painted. The baseboard's going to cover the lower edge of it.
That's right.
And
That's 3 or 4 inches up.
right. And the only time they'll really know it is if you have a leak.
Right.
That's substantial.
Right. But if
Um,
it's just normal,
Mhm.
you may have mold and not know it.
Correct. And the other problem is this has been a week already. This could be an example. Suppose you were on a 10-day cruise.
Ooh.
You wouldn't even known that you had a leak,
Right.
but this stuff is growing on the background from the situation.
Well, is there anything I can do about it? I mean, can I fix that mold?
Yes. Call us and we'll come do a free inspection. We'll take
Okay.
care of that.
So, what do you do if you go to somebody's house? There's no such thing as a sniffer that smells mold, is there?
No, but we have some tools that will show us, like we have
I mean, could you cut a little piece of my sheet? I'm sorry, I overran you.
That's all right. We have some tools that will measure the humidity. We have a moisture meter that will tell us,
That moisture meter.
will show us that, which you might not see, but like, hey, we have a wet spot here. As well as our thermal digital imaging camera will also show a hot and cold spots.
Okay. You
Yeah.
guys got the stuff.
Yes.
So, because what I'm seeing here is, I mean, if you own a basement and you've got any sheetrock in your basement whatsoever, and if the walls of your basement happen to be cement in any way, shape, or form, you have a high probability you could have a mold problem and not know it.
Absolutely. And then if we go in and fix a basement where they've already had this issue, a flood or something like that, when we replace it, we offer to replace it with our Everlast wall restoration system. And this is non-organic, so it's not going to absorb the water. It's not going to allow mold to grow. So if it gets wet, we take this out of the bag, dry it off, and it's good as gold.
Really? So that there comes in what I would call chair rail height.
Mhm.
But you also have it in the where your offices are, what, 8 or 10 feet tall, a piece of it?
Yes. So depending, we could do the full wall if you wish, or we
Gosh.
could just cut it at
Do
chair
you
rail.
do it? Meaning, like, if somebody said, well, I just want you to come in my basement and I want you to do the perimeter walls, but while you're at it, can you build me 2 little rooms down there and so on?
We can. We do finished basements, so we can
Okay.
give you prices and estimates on that as well.
Now, if I don't know what I need and you come out there, are you going to help guide me through it?
Yeah, between, asking you questions, what you want done,
Okay.
and then we can show you some issues you might have and show
Okay.
you corrections on that, and then come up with a solution.
And I guess a lot of the people you talk to, they have issues and don't know it.
Most people don't. It's usually after something major happens, either a flood or
I
they're
come
going to
home
go.
and the pipe's been busted.
Correct. So,
Right.
So we can. It's no obligation free inspection.
Gosh, I'm always amazed when I talk to you. In other words, and I see this little gizmo sitting here, and I heard you talk about it yesterday, and that's a sump pump. Now that literally goes down in the floor of a basement.
Correct. Unfortunately, some people may already have a sump pump, like maybe they
Right.
bought an older home,
Right.
and if they really go look at that sump pump, it's just laying in a pit, a bucket, and the basement has to flood for it to work,
Right. Right.
which is what you don't want to happen.
Correct.
So the purpose of this pump here is that with a perimeter drain system, it will go down in the ground, so it'll be level to the floor. So we're going to get the water out before it gets to the floor.
Right. So if that's 2 or 3 feet deep,
Well, not quite that deep. It's about
Okay.
it's a 28-inch bucket, so it
okay.
drops into the
Well,
floor.
still 2 foot.
Yes,
You're saying that thing is down in the floor.
correct.
Okay. And then you're trying to get rid of the water before it gets to the top of the floor.
Correct. We put our water guard drain system on top of the footer in the floor
Okay.
system, then you won't see it, and it drains it to these sumps. This particular one is a triple safe sump, so it's got 2
Say
sumps.
that again. It's a
triple
what?
safe sump pump.
Triple safe sump pump.
So there's 3 pumps in it. One will run on a regular basis. The second will kick in when there's a high water level,
Okay.
like we've
More.
had recently.
Right.
And then there's a backup system in case the electric fails.
That's a great idea.
So
Nobody
we've got
ever
you
thinks
covered.
of that one.
Right.
All right.
So this way we can keep your basement dry all the time.
All the time. All right. Not just when there's electricity.
Correct.
All right. How do we get a hold of you?
Well, you just give me a call at 866-471-7962, and we'll set up a free inspection, no obligation, and get you taken care of. Answer
If
all your
somebody wants
questions.
Barry to come out, can Barry come?
Yes, I'll be
Okay.
right there.
All right. What is it? 866-471?
7962.
All right. And it's dryzone.com on the web.
Correct.
All right. Anything else?
Well, we're looking for some happy people to come work for us.
Happy people make it for a happy place.
Right.
Okay? Which makes for a healthy environment.
There you go.
Some
Okay.
deep wisdom there.
Unbelievable. Chinese proverbs going on here.
Exactly.
All right. So that's on dryzone.com too.
Yep, go to the career
Opportunities,
section.
Career sections. All right. You guys are growing. I'm excited.
We're having a lot
The
of fun.
mold is growing right here. in
It's
front of us.
amazing. Yeah,
It's
we-
amazing.
We're gonna have to throw
I'm
that
going to
away
keep
shortly.
these for a little while. All
Yeah,
right.
we want to keep checking on them each week.
Yeah. All right, Barry, are we done?
We're done.
Okay. And how many did you say was in here, in your opinion?
My opinion, there's 300.
300. All right. Well, I appreciate you doing the spoiler alert for everybody. All right. All right, everybody. That was Barry from dryzone.com.
Thank you,
Okay.
and have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Have a great day. All right. So anyway, you can call to guess. I'm amazed at the amount of phone calls we get. Okay. And we appreciate your participation. And we have some nice comments. We actually have people just call up and say, hey, I never knew Brooks was that attractive. I never knew that he was that tall and slender. So anyway.
I don't know about the slender part.
I had one lady call the other day and said, I never knew Brooks was that smart. And I guess it must have been one of your school teachers.
Nice.
All right. Anyway, you all right over there?
I'm good.
How's the new microphone doing for you?
I'm liking it.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds a lot better.
Does it?
Yes.
Makes you sound taller.
Hey, whatever works.
Are you going to be in sales today?
I am, yes.
All right. Well, we're going to be ready for you.
I actually have a lead this week. It's kind of
Do ya?
nice. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to sell something. All right. Anyway, what's next? Did I get off track or not?
Yeah, you did miss an ad.
Did I really?
Yep.
Darn. All right. Well, can I do it now?
Absolutely.
Okay. These are our supporters, I'm going to call them, okay? Anyway, Mark Johnson, another good guy, that Granite Place. My goodness, you ride by his business. It's right down the road here on the highway, and you say, wow, if I was going to buy some granite or marble or quartz, that's where I'd be going. Why? Because the man has selection, and that is what people want. They don't want to look online. They don't want to look in a catalog. They want to touch it. They want to see it. They want to feel it. They want to see exactly what it's going to look like, not maybe what it's going to look like. They want to know exactly. And if you go to that Granite Place right there on Route 13 in Bridgeville, can't miss it. They will take good care of you. They're actually open today. They're going to be open at 9 o'clock, 9 to 2 today, and they offer all kinds of granite or marble or quartz. So they have a lot of interesting things there. They actually do all of the work right there in-house. Local company, many employees. They employ local people. They support local businesses. And you might be getting ready to remodel your kitchen, or you're building a brand new house. And you need some help. You need some advice. You need some guidance. And, you know, you want to go somewhere that you know that person cares, that you matter to them. So at that Granite Place, you do care, because they are owner-operated, local business, and it matters to them that you deal with them, and it matters to them that you're happy and satisfied. So I want to encourage you to stop in there one day and look around. Now, if you're dealing with a contractor, they deal with contractors, but make sure you let your contractor know the place that you would like to get your kitchen from is that Granite Place. Now, they also offer plumbing, so in the event you decide to have this project done, you don't have to say, okay, well, now I got to deal with one person to disconnect the sink and hook it back up. Nope. They just coordinate it all. So they have the largest selection in Delaware, almost 1,000 slabs. They have free in-home estimates, which is very nice. They come and scope it out for you. They have a hands-on showroom and design center, and you can literally build your countertops online if you want. So anyway, they do work with many local contractors and remodelers, but they also do work directly with consumers. So you are invited to stop by that Granite Place. The actual GPS address is 18089 Sussex Highway in Bridgeville, and the phone number is 337-7490, and then on the web, it's thatgraniteplace.com, okay? I did want to mention Bill Strickland's going to be on after 8 o'clock, okay? I have a lot of technical insurance questions for him, okay?
I
All
hope
right.
he did some studying last night.
I hope he did too, all right? He told me to try to stump him, so we'll see what happens, all right? No, he didn't. But anyway, that is going to be one of the people we have on. And then after him, after 8:30, we got Ron Poliquin going to be on, and what he's going to talk about. In fact, we're going to have some giveaways with him.
Really?
We're going to be doing something. I think so. Anyway, I mentioned the flowers, didn't I, down there? Oh, where were they at? I forgot already. Do you remember?
Indian River?
Indian River. The only thing is, it starts at 8 o'clock, and I don't know how quick they'll sell out, but it's flowers, and more flowers, okay? The Indian River Ladies Auxiliary, the Indian River Fire Company, is selling flowers for Mother's Day, which, if you didn't get the memo, it's tomorrow, Brooks, okay? Do not forget.
Yeah,
All
I better
right?
do something right after work.
Okay. Anyway, if you want to stay one of your mother's favorite 3 sons, okay? If you want to stay in the running, anyway. But anyway, the firehouse is on Bank Street in Long Neck, starting at 8 o'clock this morning. Now, what else did I want to talk about, Brooks? We've had a lot of callers. When are we going to draw the drawing? When is this? Okay, as you're listening, here it is. It is a plastic container full of Weller wooden nickels, okay? That's what I should give away, because they're worth $3 each.
You can only
And
use
according
one.
to Barry, there's 300 of them in here,
That would
okay?
be $900 worth of stuff.
Man, we're just going to give the kayak away. You're entering to win a free kayak by simply calling 337-7300 and saying, hey, my name is whatever your name is, insert name there, okay? My phone number is, but I'd love to know if you're listening on TV or watching on TV or watching or listening on the stream or the radio. I'd like to know how you're hearing about this. But no charge to enter, okay? But you're going to win a brand new kayak and paddle if you can guess the exact number of Weller's wood nickels in this container, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we're going to do this. We're going to keep this going until we have a winner. Is that okay? So we're just going to stay on the air all day long until we have a winner.
How am I supposed to sell?
You're not selling today.
Oh, man.
No soup for you. No, anyway. So what I was thinking is week after week, if we
Yeah.
don't have a winner, we will let everybody re-guess again next week.
So we need to
Okay?
make sure Brandon's checking these numbers.
I hope he is, because we've had just a little under 100 phone calls here this morning. So I think some of them have jumped the broom and are in my phone, I think.
Nice.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Did I talk to Barry from Dry Zone already?
You did talk to Barry.
He
from
left
Dry
the
Zone.
last. Did you see this mold?
I did not see the mold.
I want to tell you something. If you got sheetrock in your basement, whether you got a leak or not, I think you need to call Dry Zone for a free little survey there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do see that the drywall has like soaked up all the water.
But-
I don't see any water.
Oh, look at
left.
that. Yeah, and the other stuff doesn't.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he hadn't have done it like this, I might not have 100% sewed into it. But,
Sure.
all right. You got a basement, don't you?
I do.
You got sheetrock down there?
I do.
We're going to send Dry Zone over. Okay?
Get
So I
my
wouldn't
free
want
inspection.
you, huh? Get your free inspection. That's right.
Mr. Strickland is
All
here
right.
now.
Is Bill here?
Yeah, he is
All
here.
right. Well, don't say nothing about him now if he's here. All right? Not supposed to talk about people in front of him. You have to wait till they're not here.
What if he's
All right.
turned around?
That might be all right. Did I talk about George Luff yet?
You have not.
Should I?
I would think so because he's a valuable sponsor of ours.
He is. He's a great supporter, and we've had a lot of people give him a call and deal with him. And just want to let you know, if you're listening and if you're thinking, man, I want a new accountant. My last accountant made me pay too many taxes. See, that's how you can tell if it's time to get a new accountant or not. No, I'm just kidding. A good accountant will keep you straight. It will keep you straight. I'm not going to say that one accountant, they're all reading the same rules and regulations. So that was a horrible example, Brooks.
I would say the government, they're the one that controls the taxes.
Right, so you get a new government.
There you go.
And that's where you jump on the T train. Anyway, we won't even get into that because this is an advertiser segment. So anyway, George Luff, Luff and Associates, is conveniently located in 3 areas: Dover, then Rehoboth, or Milford. So Milford, Dover, Rehoboth. They have 3 offices. What's really neat is I got a phone number I'm going to give out, and one phone number gets you everywhere. That is the most unbelievable technology I've ever seen. How I don't have to call Dover. Oh, he's not here. You got to call here. Call one phone number, and wherever he may be, they somehow miraculously can find him. It's just unbelievable. So it's Luff and Associates, and they are located in Milford and Rehoboth and Dover. Now, another thing about Luff and Associates is they do accounting work, no problem. But if you say, well, I've got an accountant, but I've heard you talk about doing payroll, and I do my own payroll, I've got a business, and I'm just about fed up with it. Last year I was almost fed up with it, and this year I'm just about fed up with it, and soon I will be fed up with it because there's so much to keep up with, and you're busy running your business, and the last thing you want to be bothered with is trying to figure out how to do payroll. You're already frustrated enough that you got to pay your people, and the last thing you want to do is make it complicated. So Luff and Associates can make it uncomplicated. So they have a system called Easy Payroll. So if you are a business, you could have 1 or 2 employees, or you could have hundreds of employees. If you want some help with your payroll, whether you want them to do everything from your W-2s and W-3s and W-4s and I-9s and payroll checks and your 940s and 941s, or you want to do part of that and you want them to just do part of it, to whatever degree you want their help, they will help you. Phone number, here we go. Wherever you want to deal, 3 locations, 1 phone number, 422-9699, 422-9699. It's LuffCPAs.com, LuffCPAs.com. I don't know exactly how long I've been dealing with them, 25, 30 years. Very happy. They've done a good job, and I highly recommend them. 422-9699, okay? We had mentioned earlier some Mother's Day specials. I want to mention this one here because nothing says I love you, Mom, like this one, okay? And what it is it's called a Tide Buzz Ultrasonic Stain Remover, okay?
It sounds so technical.
Oh, it's unbelievable, okay? You do not need any college degrees. There's no permits required. DENREC's not involved. This is something you can just use yourself, okay? And you can buy it, and where you really say, Mom, I love you, is you operate it for her, okay? But anyway, it's powered by Black & Decker. Is that unbelievable?
Wow.
Okay, so anyway, we're selling this not for $30, not even for $29.95, not for $20 or $10. We're selling it for a whopping $5. So, folks, this is where we make the money. When you wonder where the money really comes from at Weller's, it's the Tide Ultrasonic Stain Remover, okay? Great Mother's Day special, $5 if you want one of them, okay? Brooks, did I miss anything? Did I mention the special on kayaks?
Not yet.
What are you looking on the floor?
I was looking at my notes.
He's looking for mold just to make sure we don't have any on our tile floor. Anyway, another thing is kayaks, okay? First of all, we have had a bunch of phone calls for people trying to guess how many wooden nickels are in this container, okay? And then we're going to launch this thing and see how far it'll float, okay? We're going to put a GPS tracking device in there and so on and so forth. So it'll be like a floating time capsule or something like that, or just a big joke. But anyway, if you want to call now and guess, you have to be the first person to guess how many wooden nickels are in this container. And you will win, not the container and not the wooden nickels. You will win a kayak, a brand spanking new kayak. They don't come in a box. They actually come in a bag. So brand new in the bag, a kayak with a paddle. Some people call it a paddle. Either one, paddle, paddle, whatever. Kayak and paddle, absolutely free. No purchase necessary. You just need to be the first person to guess how many wooden nickels are in this container. All them phone calls you've been hearing, don't let them intimidate you, all right? You still need to get in there and guess, all right? If two people guess, I'll give two of them away. Is that okay?
Wow.
Okay. Not three, though. I'm going to leave it at that, all right?
So that's the first two people to
Yeah,
guess
and our
the
good
right
friend
answer.
Barry, with his spoiler alert, said just because 300 was written on there, he guessed 300, okay? I don't know what he's thinking. But anyway, did I miss anything, Brooks? Because I'm getting ready for our next guest after the 8 o'clock hour. But
You do
did
have another spot.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, you got a few of them.
What is it with everybody? This guy's probably listening. Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines. I talk to people weekly that deal with him. They're like, I heard about him on the radio. I went down to his store. I browsed around. I saw something I wanted. He's like a one-stop shopping for all your electronic needs. Now, he's in Georgetown, right next to Sports at the Beach Complex, about 2 miles east of the Circle on Route 9, okay? And you can go in there. Now, we started dealing with him. Gosh, I know we are over the 25-year mark of dealing with him. With our copiers. He sells them, he services them, he does the maintenance on them and so on. But he has other stuff that he sells. He sells computers, and he sells laptops, and he sells tablets, and he sells fax machines, and he sells printers, and, of course, copiers, and also gaming systems like a Wii and an Xbox 360. Brooks could probably relate to that better than I can. I think after 50 years old, people don't play with those things. Is that right?
No,
They've got a job by then.
I know
What?
I know some people that are older that play with video game
Really?
systems. Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm just letting you know. Gaming systems, he sells them and works on them. So if you need any of this stuff, he not only sells it new, he also sells it used. And what's nice about if Rick sells you something used, he stands behind it, and he also bench tests it. He checks it. He makes sure that the system works and that everything's right and there's not anything in there that shouldn't be in there, and what should be in there is in there. So it's called No Nonsense Office Machines. He also works on stuff. We've took things to him like we had one of these cameras where the plug for the microphone had broke. He fixed that. I had this little orange thing that was a AM/FM radio that my wife had gotten from her grandfather, and he fixed that. And he's worked on microphones for us. He's just an amazing man. There's not much. And I saw yesterday on Facebook where somebody wanted to shred some documents. He shreds documents. What doesn't this guy do?
Wow.
He doesn't sell kayaks yet anyway. All right, so it's No Nonsense Office Machines, 856-7381. 856-7381. No Nonsense Office Machines, 2 miles east of the Circle on Route 9 in Georgetown, Delaware. Are we taking a break?
It's break time.
All right, to our radio audience, we're taking a break. When we come back, we're going to have Bill Strickland from L&W Insurance Agency. We are going to put him through a grueling interview of questions, so stay tuned for that. All right, we'll be right back with more Weller Does Delmarva. For those watching on TV, we haven't went anywhere. This is us. We're still here, correct? We're here. And we have had the phone calls today. I think
You have.
I think we're going for an all-time record today,
What, you had
okay?
3,000 or 4,000 last week?
I don't know how many it was, but I've never had that many. And here's what happens when you call, just so you know. You're not going to get a person, so don't worry or panic. There's no quiz, there's no test, there's no height or weight requirement to call, okay? There's no application fee. Like some businesses, you know, you have to pay to be a member to then spend money there. That's not Weller's, okay? You don't have to do any of that. Some places, you know, you go and you have to pay to park to go in to spend your money. Not either. We got free parking, okay? We got free restrooms and a free water fountain.
I better stop Earl from collecting money for people at park.
That park,
Yeah.
he's out there charging them $1 parking. Park right over here, please.
You can
Anyway,
park for free. It's just when you try to leave.
right, it's just where you try to leave. Right, it costs you to leave.
Right.
There's a
Right.
$20
It costs
door
you to
fee.
stay, too. Right. But anyway, I forgot where I was even going with any of that. What was I even saying?
I don't know.
Well, we're here and we're live, okay? And we've had a lot of phone calls. We're going to give away a kayak, hopefully, if somebody guesses how many wooden nickels
Right.
are in that container right there. Now, we have said before, the TV audience has an advantage, and the people watching on the stream have an advantage.
Right.
Because they can see it, okay, where the people on the radio can't see it. But
Just going by sound.
they're just going by sound. But if you shake it hard enough, they can count by the
Each
shake.
individual.
Correct.
Right. Mhm.
All right, what
Yeah.
do you want to talk about? Wall
Let's
Service
talk about
Center?
Wall Service Center.
Okay, are they still opening today?
Yeah, doors should be open right about now. So
Right about now?
call and check to see if Casey is there.
Okay.
She's supposed to be there and have the doors
422.
unlocked. Yeah.
8110. 422-8110 and say, Casey, I heard that you're there, and I just wanted to say good morning and welcome to Wall Service Center.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
All right. So anyway, you're going to be busy today.
Yep.
Now, let's say somebody, because, you know, I noticed the other day, inspections are sometimes on the 15th of the month, and some stickers they run out.
Oh, they're on any day of the month now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they used to. It used to be the
Right.
last day of the month. Then it used
Okay.
to be the 15th and the last
So
day.
let's say somebody's listening, and they're getting ready to go through inspection.
Right.
I've heard you say this before, but I find it almost hard to believe you would be bothered with such a thing, okay? But you're saying that if somebody's listening, going through inspection, they just want to make sure their brake lights work, their tail lights work, their headlights work, turn signals,
Right.
wipers look okay. You do that.
Yeah, just stop in. I mean, you don't even need an appointment for that. Just stop in and say, hey, can you check my lights? Can you check? Because I found that unless you're really fast, it's hard
Right.
to check your own brake lights. I've tried it.
I figured
Hit
out
the
a way
brake
to do it,
and
though.
then run around back before they go out.
I figured out
how,
a way to do
how
it.
you do it?
I took my mirror off the windshield, and I put it in my left hand. I rolled down the window, and I held it out, and then I backed up to something so I could look in that mirror and
See the reflection?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it. Okay?
All
Then
right.
I got a passenger to sit in the passenger side and hold the mirror out that window so I could see. And then I realized there was a mirror on both doors of the truck.
And that you could have just got the passenger to say, yeah, they're working. Stand back there.
I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so something as simple as that.
Right.
But like today, windshield wipers.
Right. Today's a great day for windshield wipers. If they're not working, you will notice today if you're out driving.
All right, so say somebody needs a windshield wiper.
Mhm.
What's the procedure?
Just stop in and say, hey, I need some wipers. We have most
What if they just
sizes
want to
in
stop by
stock.
instead of stopping in?
They can stop by. They can stop in. They can
Okay.
come on over.
Okay, any of those.
Yeah, mosey in, whatever
All
you
right.
want to do.
Okay, and is there like an appointment necessary? or
No,
just-
for those things, no appointment.
Okay.
And you know, if you have any question, if you're just coming through town and say, you know what, I want to see if they can take care of this right now. Sometimes we can fit you right in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 bays, 5 mechanics.
Mhm.
Everybody can do whatever. That's kind of nice. So
Yep.
that way, you know, if you got somebody out there and they're putting a windshield wiper on, and you think something's wrong with your car, that person is knowledgeable mechanically to
Right.
be able to answer a question or give some input or something like that.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. So we're looking at 422-8110, 220 Northeast Front Street. I got this memorized
Yeah,
now.
220 Northeast Front Street, downtown
Yeah.
Milford.
Milford.
Yep.
You can bring your dog and go to the dog park.
Mhm.
You can bring your goat and go to Goat Island. Is that right? Just don't leave your dog or your goat at Wall Service
That's
Center when you're
right.
done.
We want no animals to take care of.
I wouldn't want the residue.
Yeah, I don't want the residue either. So. Wall Service
We'll call
Center.
it fertilizer.
422-8110, 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford. You can also go to wallservicecenter.com. Schedule an appointment right there. Have you seen it up in the right-hand corner? You
It's
can
over
actually,
there. It's in the right-hand
yeah,
corner,
right-hand
folks.
corner.
Not
You're
this
looking-
right-hand corner. It's in this right-hand corner.
Actually, yeah, it should be here.
Over
if they're
here.
looking at the screen
That's
now.
true.
Yeah.
Okay. See? That's why he's the wise one.
Just click right
Oh,
there.
wise one.
Make an appointment. However you do it, just do it. Wall
Yeah, just
Service
do it.
Center.
All right. What else?
Air condition work. If your air conditioning's not working, we can take care of it. In your car.
In
At your
car?
house,
No.
I would call
They'll
first
unhook
class
it. They're
heating
going to
and
bring
air.
it down to you
Right.
and say, can you fix it? All right. Now, what if you have like a big farm tractor and it has air
Yeah.
conditioning?
Yeah.
Or like a backhoe or something
Yeah,
like
anything with automotive style. So anything with like a gasoline engine or a diesel engine
that? Okay.
with air conditioning, we can take care of it. RVs. We don't work on the big one in the living
Okay.
section, but we work on the one in the front.
Okay.
We can take care of all that.
All right. 422-8110. Third generation.
Third generation
what's
since
amazing.
1958.
I find this amazing. It started in 58,
Mhm.
and it would be 58 years old.
Right.
So
That's probably only going to happen this year.
you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. So they started in 1958, and they're celebrating their 58th year. Is that right?
That's right.
All right.
Absolutely right.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Mother's Day is tomorrow.
It is
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
Oh, okay. Well, while you're here, did you see the Tide,
Tide Buzz?
ultrasonic? Yeah. You can't get them just everywhere. Okay.
Now-
They've only been outdated probably for a couple years. So.
You've got $8.75 on it there, but I see a different price right here. Which
$5.
one should I go with? $5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Now, we can sell it on Amazon, and I think they're like 20-some bucks on
Really?
Amazon. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we always like to get more online and less in the store. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, because our motive, it's a ploy. We're trying to get you in the store. All right?
To
We
buy
had a
some
lot of
socks
guesses
that you
on
make so
this.
much money on.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're thinking about this new sock idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay, so
Because it
would
was
be-
mine.
It was yours, to be honest with you. Okay, so if it's big, we're going to give you credit, and if it's horrible, we're going to give you credit. We're thinking about doing this thing where you sign up, and I guess you give us your credit card info.
Right.
And once a month, we're going to mail you 30 socks.
Right.
So that way, you just never have to wash socks again.
It's like the Dollar Shave Club,
Correct.
except it's.
I see you subscribe to that.
I do not.
Okay. Anyway, so 30 pairs of socks for $13.77. Our question is, would you be willing to sign up to where just once a month without any hassle or obligation? This is like just getting a prescription in the mail automatically.
Right. You just come home and there it is
Right,
on your.
there's 30 pair of
doorstep.
socks sitting there. Okay. Are we going back on the radio?
Staff
All right,
management
thanks
for
for stopping by,
advertisers of
Colin.
Delaware 1059.
All right, now we're back on the radio. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right, so now we're going to do more of Weller Does Del Mar. But, Bill, you can come on over and have a seat. I'm going to do one more commercial, and then we're going to talk to Bill Strickland. So anyway, in fact, I think we're going to talk to Bill Strickland first because this is going to be exciting. I've really wanted to have you on the show for a long time. You've been a good supporter, L&W Insurance Agency, so I want to say thank you for supporting the show. And here today, you have given us the opportunity to meet you and greet you in person.
Well, I'm really pleased to be here, and
Well,
always
glad you
been
are.
pleased to support your show. You know, it's always good to be affiliated with somebody who has so much fun
Yes.
and is so passionate about doing what they do, and you clearly have fun here, Jim.
We do. We have a lot of fun. So we are live on TV, just so you know. We are also being streamed, so people can watch us all over. We do have some people that have moved away that watch us pretty religiously on a weekly basis.
Good.
So anyway, but L&W Insurance Agency, I think you're the owner.
Correct.
And I think you started there as a young man. And how in the world did you even start in the insurance business, and
Well,
why?
Well, very interesting. When I graduated from college at the then Salisbury State College,
Okay.
I actually worked as a news reporter for WBOC.
Oh, okay.
And figured very early on that I aspired to be neither Scorchy Tolls or Dan Rather.
Oh, really?
So I
All right.
thought I better go about the process of making a living.
Okay.
And I got in the insurance business.
Right.
When I went to tell my father that I was leaving WBOC to get into the insurance business, he told me that was the dumbest thing he ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, he was strongly opposed to
Opposed.
it, but it's been great.
So did you just go apply for a job?
No, a friend of mine from Milford, I grew up in Milford, a friend of mine from Milford, Vaughn Webb, was
Okay.
a then Mutual of Omaha agent, and Vaughn said, hey, I'd like to talk to you about selling insurance.
Okay.
So from there, I ultimately moved to Dover and later joined forces with the then owner of L&W Insurance, Dave Wood,
Okay.
who's also from Milford, and I've known Dave and his family literally all my life, and it's been great. I've been very blessed.
Wow. How long have you been there?
I've been there since 1993,
Wow.
and ultimately purchased the business in January of 2005 from
Okay.
Dave Wood, and L&W's been serving Delmarva since 1932. So
Golly,
we've been
yeah.
around for a long time.
Over 60 years?
Over 60 years. We've kind of evolved. We're primarily a commercial insurance agency. By commercial,
Okay.
I mean we cater to business insurance needs, be it your your workers' compensation, your liability coverage, and your employee benefits. But that's principally what we do at L&W. We've been
But you do, I mean, I know just regular individuals that buy homeowners insurance there and car insurance and so on.
Absolutely. We pride ourselves on a very simple approach of being the one-stop shop for your insurance needs, be it your car insurance or your homeowner's insurance, renter's insurance, and then your commercial business insurance.
So let's say somebody's listening and they have insurance. What I continually try to help people understand is you can buy insurance anywhere. What they're buying with L&W, or at least this has been my experience, is they're buying the service in between purchasing the insurance and needing the insurance.
Yeah.
It's the service, being waited on the phone, the service when you have a question or a problem, or, you know, anybody that's ever read their policy, it would almost be impossible to understand it. But being able to pick up the phone, talking to somebody that speaks English in a way that you can understand it and answers their questions. So that's, I hate to say, that's my description of why I encourage anybody to consider L&W, is because it's the service before the sale, during the sale, and after the sale that I like. It's the service. It's the
Yeah.
service you provide. So how do you describe L&W?
Well,
I mean, in other words,
you
am
did.
I saying it right, or is there something I
you
missed?
captured it very well, Jim. It's interesting. A couple of years ago, I called all of our employees together, and I put the yellow pages out on the conference room table.
Okay.
And I turned to insurance, and I asked them to go through the many pages of insurance agents on Delmarva that actually sell insurance.
Okay.
And my message to them was very simple, and that is there's a lot of folks that sell
Money.
insurance.
Right.
Where you're going to be measured and where we're going to be measured is when there's a problem.
Right.
When there's a problem. And so our business model's a little different. We actually have in-house people that handle your claim. I sarcastically often refer to it as the last thing we want to do with our clients is to turn them over to 1-800-I-don't-care.
Right.
You know,
Right.
our model is you contact a direct person, Tara Shockley in the office, or one of the other folks that handle claims. You report the claim, and then we simplify the process. We
Right.
work with the adjusters. We see it through, and we like to think that we are that advocate for
Yes.
you when you have a problem. Because again, it's not the policy sale that defines us.
Right.
It's helping you through the claim.
Right. It's the service when needed. In
That's-
other words,
that's
and I
right.
personally have experienced that, because what I have learned with insurance is you can get connected to the 1-800 I really don't care, and that's exactly what happens. And I meet so many people that will have an insurance claim, and after that they're done with that insurance company.
Right.
They're not going to deal with them again. Well, that's awful. That shouldn't be how insurance goes. And what I've experienced with L&W is because, you know, I have a business, things happen. You know, you could have a break-in or a problem or something like that. And when I call, what I really like, and I know this is probably costly to you, is when I call during normal business hours, I get a human being that answers the phone.
Right.
Okay, that's I almost call that old school, so rare nowadays, okay? You know, it's like you call some places and you have to really pay attention to just figure out where you want to go. And then when I have a problem, they get on it, they help me with it. If there's forms I need to fill out, they walk me through it or do it for me. And they're just, I don't know if the word's liaison. They work between me and the insurance company. So when it's done, I still may want to continue to deal with that brand of insurance. But, man, I meet people when they have a claim, it is the end of the road for them. Like, they have to settle. They
Right.
have to say, I'm not happy with how I'm being treated, and I just have to settle for it.
Well, you know, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but, you know, when we are asked to quote on someone's insurance, it usually proceeds a bad experience with a claim
Yes.
with a different carrier or a different agency. So I look at the problem as our opportunity to shine. That's when we add the value to the relationship. It's like your business. It's all about relationships, and it's all about the value that comes in that relationship. So your assessment is of how we do business is very consistent with the model that we have in place.
So it's on purpose.
It's on purpose.
by design.
It's by design.
All right, and it's working.
Seems to be.
Seems to
Seems to be.
be.
We had the best year we've ever had in the history of the agency last year. We're just very blessed. We got a great team. been able to get a lot of younger people to come
involved.
into the business,
Okay.
which has been a good thing.
Now, just the kind of insurances you sell. First of all, you sell more than one brand, which seems to be important nowadays.
Yeah, we are an independent agency,
Okay.
and what that really means for us is that we have access to a lot of different insurance carriers.
Okay.
Because the reality is, insurance companies can be a little fickle. They might not like trailer retail sales, but
That sells kayaks.
that sells kayaks.
Right.
We won't go too far into that
Okay.
one. But they do like contractors. So
Right.
by virtue of having different insurance companies to access, we kind of have a carrier that should fit all business needs.
So if a person is listening right now and they're a business, I don't want to say anything negative about other insurance agents, but if your insurance agent only sells one brand, it might be worth talking to an independent agent like yourself. In other words, because what you're saying is when you come through the door or talk to them on the phone, you're bringing more than one option to the table.
That's true. Whenever we receive a renewal from an insurance carrier, if there's a price increase, we're shopping it out to other carriers. If you are limited to one company, you have to go out and sell that increase without the
Or
ability
take something out of the policy to
or
make the
go to a
customer-
higher deductible
Right.
to offset the increase. You're taking away. So by accessing other insurance carriers, hopefully we're able to find one that might be a better fit at a more reasonable price.
Well, I like all of that. So if a person is listening, whether they're a homeowner or whether they're a business, in other words, they can give a call. If you're a business, somebody will come and talk to them?
Yes, we
Is
are very hands-on.
Okay.
I like your description of old school. We're very
Okay.
much old school.
Okay.
We believe in face-to-face relationships. We believe in spending the time necessary to sit down and go over someone's insurance coverage, to talk about their problems, and then work on a solution.
But I guess by going to a business, you also get a chance to see the business to make sure that the business owner does something every day that they know they do, but their insurance agent on the other end of 1-800 has no idea, and then one day comes and they're not properly covered.
There's a lot of value to that, Jim. Your business, for instance, if you look at the myriad of things that you sell, if I were to talk to you just by phone or we were to exchange just emails, I would have no idea of,
Right.
of the diversity in your inventory here.
Right. All right. So, L&W Insurance Agency, I've got you down as a website of lwinsurance.com. And I think you got a Facebook page.
We do.
L&W Insurance on Facebook. I usually give out the 856 number, 856-7828, 856-7828. I've dealt with you, I don't even know how long I've dealt with you, but it's been a while. 25 years probably.
Probably, yeah.
Because I started with Dave.
Right,
And
right.
then transitioned over. And it's been good. I'm happy. My kids deal with you. I have a lot of friends deal with you. And I appreciate as a customer. I know it's about, you're doing business to hopefully make a profit by doing business with me, but I also appreciate the fact that you do give good service. We're not sitting here just giving lip service. I mean, you really do what you say you do. I've had claims, I've had scenarios, I've had situations. I've even had situations where I'm not even sure what to do, in other words. And it's almost like a partnership, a relationship, not so much just only call me if you want to buy something. So
right.
I like that. So anything in closing you want to say?
No, just we're very proud of our partnership with you, not only as an insurance client, but importantly, what you're doing here. You have a lot of
Good.
fun with it, and I think you're doing a lot of good for the community.
We
So,
do.
Thank you, Jim.
We do. Thank you very much, Bill. So have a good day and a good weekend, okay? All right, don't forget tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Got it.
All right, and here's a mug for you.
Thank you.
Okay? I'll see you, Bill. Thank you. All right, so that was Bill Strickland, L&W Insurance Agency. You've heard me say it week after week. I really enjoy dealing with them, and that's no joke or anything like that. I've been a happy customer a long time, and they've took good care of me. It's kind of like they got your back is the way I look at it. So 856-7828 if you have any questions for Bill or his staff. They do a good job. So who have I missed? I think I'm going to move over to my other chiropractor. How about that? All right. So anyway, Dr. T, Dr. Trillia, and Dr. Bud, I am very happy with them. Is Brandon on next? Okay. Brandon, I want you to tell me if you have any Dr. T experiences you would like to share, or is the HIPAA laws prohibiting you from saying anything? But Dr. T is our chiropractor, our friend. Dr. Trillia is his name, and he has Dr. Bud in there with him. They do massages, and they have all kinds of, I don't know if I would call it a wholeness. I mean, you number one, you can get just some darn good health advice, you know, in other words.
Right.
But they're a friendly environment. I know when I call, sometimes I'm just calling for the heck of it. Let's get scheduled. Sometimes I'm calling because I'm hurting and I need to get in there. And I find some nights they're open till like 6 o'clock and even a little later. Very accommodating. I don't know if you've experienced any of that or not.
Yes,
So,
very accommodating. I actually just recently saw him last week, and I had a major headache. And I suffer from headaches kind of in the lower neck, up into the head area.
okay.
I think they call
Is
them
that
migraines
from the
or whatever.
hollowness or?
I'm not sure what
did
it
I
is
say
from.
that?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think,
I
it's a
think
good
it's actually
diagnosis.
from all that brain
Weight.
and intelligence.
It's all the weight.
Yes, it's weighing down onto my neck and it's putting it into pain.
And the more you learn, the heavier your head gets.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, anyways, I was talking with Dr. T, and I'm
Were
like,
you?
I have a very, very bad headache, and it's right here. And I pointed up into my neck, and he said, let me look at you here. It actually was coming from my, what is this called? The collarbone was
Okay.
out of alignment, and
Get
it
out
was
of
causing
town.
my shoulder muscles to pull that way, and causing my head to have a headache. He took
Really?
my shoulder and just jolted, and it popped right back into place. And of course, it did the normal neck adjustment and everything like that. And within about an hour, that migraine,
out of town.
I had it for 2 days. The migraine was gone.
Really? So
Yeah.
then you start thinking, why did I wait so long?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I
Wow.
wonder if he does house calls.
I don't know about that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, so yes, he whenever you think like, oh, hey, I've got a headache, it must be in my neck or my head, or hey, I've got a backache, it must be here. He's very good at saying, well, no, it could be this over here, and he starts working the muscle or popping
Okay.
the bone or something like that, and before you
Wow.
know it, the pain's
You're
gone.
feeling better.
Yeah. So he really does. He listens to you. He understands. He's trying to figure out what
He's
did
very
you do.
personable.
Yeah. And so far, anytime I've had an issue, he's been able to fix it.
So your biggest experience is the headaches.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I
All right.
have a lot of
Mine
headaches.
has been just, my left leg's going a little numb, or my left shoulder's been hurting me, or something like that. And I think it's because I sleep on my left side. I'm not sure, but I'm really happy. Brooks, you been down there?
I have, yes.
Okay. You have any really wonderful stories? I mean,
Well,
has he
well,
made you a
absolutely.
better salesman?
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
increased the blood flow, I guess is the
Okay.
best way to put
You
it.
know what? I mean, you may laugh and joke,
Yeah.
but it's all through your circulatory. It all starts right there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I have a lot of issues just from being at the counter a lot when you're
Hunched
going over
over.
paperwork and you're hunched over.
on the phone, tilting your head and your neck.
So my neck and up down through my center back is where all my issues are. And I mean, I can go down there and then they do the adjustment, and it's just like it's night and day. It's so much different.
I mean, you really, truly feel it that quick.
Yeah, right away.
Wow.
And when I
Right.
walk out to
I mean,
my
I
car,
do too. I do too. Not every time. Sometimes it's gradual,
Mm-hmm.
but it is amazing. I talk to some people just nervous as could be, scared to death about going to a chiropractor, and I want to really encourage you to give them a call and say, look, I was listening to Jim Weller's show, and they'll give you a free meet and greet, more or less. Sit down and say, is this for you? In other words, might not be. There's some scenarios that it's not. But anyway, it's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center. They're right on the highway, right down there, Route 13 on the other side of Seaford. And his mailbox has this really, it looks like a spine. It's
yeah.
really neat looking. But anyway, they're on the northbound lane, and the phone number is 629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. It's Dr. Bud and Dr. T. They'll take good care of you there. Did you have something that you wanted to hit?
Yes.
Have you been dealing with all these phone calls?
I have.
I want to
yes.
mention that real quick one more time. We're giving away a kayak, a brand new kayak with a paddle.
Mhm.
All right, and all you got to do is look at this container here or listen to it on the radio and say, I want to guess. And if you are the first person to correctly guess how many Weller's wooden nickels are in this container, you will win a brand new kayak. Now, you do need to call the super secret special number, which is 337-7300. 337-7300 and say, hey, I think there's that many in there. If your number is the winning number, we will give you a kayak and a paddle absolutely free. If there's 2 winning numbers, we'll give away 2 of them. How's that?
How's the number real super secret if you just gave it out?
What are we talking about?
You
The
said
phone number? Oh, yeah, and
That's
then
not a
our
secret
friend
anymore.
Barry really gave the number out. So anyway, all right, Brandon, what's on your mind?
All right, so I'm going to use this spot to go back to sheds. I
Okay.
really, really want to push
These are the
this-
Amish-made sheds.
Yes.
Free
yes.
delivery and setup.
Yes, we have had a tremendous season so far this year.
Yeah.
We actually are beating all of our numbers last year
That-
in 1 month.
Yeah. Now, you do need to understand there is one thing that we did that really does make a difference. We purposely priced ourselves below our competitors.
Correct.
Okay. People tell me we're about 10% below everybody else.
Yes.
Okay. But we did that on purpose, folks, just so you know. Our sheds aren't less quality. We just decided, we picked the amount of sheds we want to sell this year, and we are well on our way. But we did it by saying, look, we know you can buy a shed anywhere, but we want to we're going to give you great service,
Right.
a great shed with a wonderful delivery, but on top of that, we've just decided to be less expensive than everybody else.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly. So,
It's-
anyways, we've had a great season. So, thank you for everybody that has come out so far.
and
But-
recommended us,
Yes. Yes.
and
we've had,
bought 2.
Yeah, we've had
know.
several people buy a couple. We've
Right.
had people come in that their friends told them that they bought their shed
Yes.
here. We have a lot of sheds in stock.
What, like
what-
40 or 50?
about 40 to 50 in stock
Yep.
right now. Got another load coming on Monday.
Wow.
But what this means is you need to get in. If you're interested in a shed, you need to come in now.
Yeah, because they're getting
They're backing
behind.
up. Yes.
right. And when the ground dries and they can really get cranking them out, they're going to be busy.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So come in, talk with Brandon. I'll get you into whatever shed you need. Let me know what
You'll
you're
walk
trying
right
to
out
do.
there with them.
Yep.
You won't just stand inside and look out the window and say it's the third one over from the left. And,
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. If we don't have it in stock, we can get it ordered for
Right.
you. I had a gentleman yesterday. There was a shed out there, just wasn't the right color.
Okay.
So he's actually going to buy it and paint it. But
okay.
we've got plenty of
You
sheds
must
to
have gave
choose
him
from.
a deal.
Yeah. So plenty
Different
of
color shingles.
Yep.
You
Different
can
color.
get those. What's the thing that goes in front of a window? A window box?
Yes. They call
Okay.
them vinyl window boxes. for
Vinyl
like
window
little,
boxes.
Little flowers and stuff like that.
Shutters.
Makes it look
Different
nice.
doors.
Yep.
What's
Yep.
that transit thing you call it?
You're talking about a transom?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
that mean?
Well, there's a transom window.
Right. That's
which is a
But it's
the
on a
style
door.
window. Yes, yeah, it's called a
Okay.
transom window on a door, and it's basically like a rectangular style
Okay.
window.
You can tell how much I know.
Yeah, but
I just know to get you.
yeah, then you can put cupolas, weather vanes, cupolas, weather vanes, all kinds of different things to
Gazebos,
customize them.
gazebos.
But just come in and let me know what you're trying to do, and we can start from there, and then we'll figure out what shed is the most appropriate for your needs, and then we can go into the customization of what colors and shingles and stuff like that
Okay.
for you. So.
One thing I want to make sure I say before we run out of time. We also can, if you have a property that they can't bring a shed in whole,
Yes.
we can actually build it on site.
Yes, they
we
can build
we
it
did
on
that
site.
recently, and the gentleman is so happy. He's got it completely full, and he's pondering another build on site. So
yeah, I think we
all right.
have some videos or pictures on your
Yeah,
Facebook if they
that's
want
right.
to see that.
I forgot about Facebook. Anyway, it's 337-8228, 337-8228. I forgot our giveaway, a free Mother's Day gift, no purchase necessary. Anybody and everybody, I need you to bring me one back, okay?
Okay.
I want to see one of those brass planters.
Okay.
Okay? Folks, if you're listening, I forgot to mention this, and you want one of these, no purchase necessary. Just stop in. We'll give you one for Mother's Day. It's a brass planter. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, it's solid brass. It's probably incredibly valuable. I'm going to say it's brass colored, okay? So anyway, if you'd like one of these planters for Mom, absolutely free. We're going to give you one free, and if you want to buy more, I think they're only a couple bucks a piece.
That's great.
Something like that. Is that right?
Yep, $2 each, 3
Man.
for 5.
We've had the calls. Do you think we're going to give away a kayak today?
I believe so.
Do you really?
I have faith that we're going to give
yeah,
away a
our
kayak
friend
today.
Barry. Thanks a lot. Anyway, the 7-inch tablet, I forgot to mention that. That's another one of our crazy offers for Mother's Day. This price is only good today. Brand new 7-inch tablet in the box, 8 gigabyte 7-inch tablet with a built-in Wi-Fi and a camera and whatever else it needs. $47.50. Is that right?
That's correct.
$47.50 today only, and we have less than 30 left.
Yes, we do.
Maybe less than 20.
I think
can't
it's
remember.
actually less than 20. I think
Yeah,
it's like
so they're
18
going
or
quick.
19.
You can buy them all. You can buy one. You can buy two. $47.50, and let's throw something in. That little cleaning kit, that ZAG cleaning kit for cleaning electronic devices.
Yep.
Let's give them one of them absolutely free with the purchase of that at $47.50.
That's a deal.
Is that okay?
Now, that's only today, though, right?
That's only today.
Yep.
So, and if we run out, no rain checks. I can't get any more.
All right.
Okay? Now, 337-8228 is the number. I can tell that the store has opened. We have people, and we are doing business. So I want to let you know today till 1 o'clock, Weller's is open. We got a busy day planned. Man, I got more Mother's Day specials I forgot to mention. Anyway, we're going to take a break from the radio. We're going to stay right with you on the stream and on TV, and we'll be back with more Weller Does Delmarva. Colin, how you holding up?
I'm doing good.
Have we had a busy morning?
We've had a busy morning, and the rain is not keeping the customers away. They're
No,
here.
we're busy.
That's
So anyway, we are open today till 1, and Walls Service Center is already open.
It
And
is.
We want people to call and just say good morning. I forgot her name. What's her name?
Casey.
Casey. We want you to say good morning, Casey. We heard Jim and Colin talking about you on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
and we just wanted to say hello. And it's 422-8110. That's all. 422-8110. And while you're at it, if you want to go ahead and schedule some automotive repair work, it's okay, right?
That's right. Yep.
You're accepting customers.
Yes. How's this shirt look?
It looks nice and bright.
That's what my son said over there. He said it's
Yes.
taking up a lot of space on the TV.
I see. Yeah,
But
when we,
we had a caller wanting to know why I'm wearing a Christmas tree sweatshirt. So I had a sweatshirt
Oh,
on earlier with a
okay.
Christmas tree on it. I can tell you why. It's because Jim won't turn the heat on.
That's right. I won't. But once we get enough people in here, then I'll do it, okay? If it's a small crowd, no heat. No soup for you. No heat. All right, Wall Service Center, we want you to call Casey and just say good morning.
Right.
422-8110.
Rattle her chain a little
Rattle
bit,
her
if you
chain.
would.
But while you're at it, say, I need an oil change. Can you
Yeah.
put me down for the second Tuesday of next week for an oil change?
Or at least the first Tuesday.
Or at least the first
Right.
Tuesday. But anyway, wanted to remind people, I don't know if we're on the advertising or the Wall Service Center.
We can do
but-
the advertising.
All right,
Yeah.
but we're having fun with that, and as Bill Strickland said, we do have a lot of fun here.
We do.
And we want you to know that if you own a business and you say, man, I don't know much about advertising, I don't even know where to begin,
Mm-hmm.
we'll help you. Colin advertises, I advertise. We've both been in business a long time. We're not saying we're experts, but we're at least gurus, okay, if we're not an expert. So we're just letting you know that if you want to talk about advertising on TV, on My Cozy TV, you can do that right here on this show. And all you got to do is give us a call. We'll sit down with you, talk about your budget, or we'll create a budget for you.
right.
But it's unbelievably affordable. It's going to be the best bang for the buck you're going to find. And you can be on this show on Saturday mornings. Or if you say, well, I want to do a little more than just Saturday mornings, well, Monday through Friday, you can be on the Dan Gaffney Show right here on My Cozy TV from 5:30 to 7. So you can buy as little or as much as you would like. But give me a call at 337-7300. Leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you Monday or Tuesday, and we'll tell you all the ins and outs. No high pressure. We do have a few people that have already bought some space, so I want to say thank you to those folks.
Thank you, definitely.
And we are getting filled up here, and we're going to start producing the commercials, and we're going to actually have live TV commercials right here on TV. So what a concept.
They might not be live.
They
will
that's
be recorded.
Right. They'll be recorded.
But it'll be
yeah.
like live on tape.
Right. It'd be
Right.
live on tape
Yeah.
if they use tape. I don't know if there's tape, but it's going to be live. No, it's going to be recorded.
It's going to be recorded,
Okay. All
but
right.
you can watch them
When you can watch
during
them.
this
So,
live show.
During this live show.
So you got a guest coming up in this next half
yes,
hour?
Ron Poliquin is here, and we're going to talk about some things there. I think
Yep.
we're going to even have a giveaway. So,
And there's a little note for you I was going to
okay.
give you. So,
all right. Yeah, we may talk about the Trump train.
uh-oh.
Okay. The Trump train.
When is it
came
coming through?
Well, it came through Harrington.
Oh, they've got railroads right there in Harrington.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it was in Harrington.
Right.
Okay, so it's hard to say where it's at, but Donald Trump is certainly stirring up the Republican
sure.
Party, no doubt about it, right? So he's like
Whether
a
you
cement
agree with what
mixer.
he's doing or not, he's definitely doing
stirring
it.
it up, right? So anyway, I find it very interesting. One thing about this year's presidential campaign, it is one like somebody hasn't had in a long time.
You know what I like most
know?
about it?
What's that?
Nobody knows how to handle him.
Oh, you're on Trump, not the campaign
Trump,
in general.
well,
okay.
the campaign. And
Nobody knows how to
they
handle
don't
it.
know how to handle him.
Okay.
It's just even as just looking outside looking in, it's
Well, here's the question:
It's-
do you want somebody that can be handled, or somebody that's going to lead?
Right.
Which do you want?
for sure a leader. I don't think you can question that.
Right, but I mean,
Whether
I think
you like him or not,
I
he
think,
is for
I
sure
think,
a leader.
You know, I think if you want to just be able to handle somebody, there's plenty of choices
Right.
of people that can be bought or handled.
Right.
Okay, so I think that's really what it's going to boil down to when it comes time to vote. Do you want to vote for somebody that for sure can be handled, or somebody that's going to get the job done? That's
All right.
just my two
That-
cents. My 2 cents, or my wood nickel's worth. Okay,
However many are in there.
however many are in there.
You
what?
want to mention that real quick?
We can. What should I say? Call now.
Call now. That's right.
Call now.
Guess how many
337.
wooden nickels are in
Yeah,
there.
guess how many are in here. 337-7300, okay? 337-7300. If you're listening or if you're watching and you say, I would love to win a kayak, okay? And if you are the winner of the kayak and you don't want it, Brooks will probably buy it off you, okay?
At pennies on the
At
dollar.
full
Pennies on the
retail
dollar.
price.
Full retail price.
Right.
Oh, he got nervous, didn't he? All right, 337-7300. I'm giving these away today.
Brass
All you got to
colored
do,
planters.
brass colored planters. I call them brass planters. They sound better that way,
Right.
okay? But anyway, I'm going to give you one absolutely free. This is just a Mother's Day. So if you're listening and you forgot Mother's Day, here's your chance to redeem yourself before anybody but me knows it, okay? So you can have one of these free. Now, no holds, no deliveries. We're not going to deliver them. We're not going to hold them till next
Well, what if
week.
I ask for a lot of them? Would you deliver them then
no,
because
no,
it's in bulk?
No.
No?
You're going to get one, and you got to come here to get it. And
Okay.
you say, well, why would you do such a thing? Why won't you hold it for another day, or why won't you ship it? Because we just don't feel like it, okay? We're just trying to get you in the store today, all right? Anyway, we had a lot of people guess on this. Are we going to pick our winner before the end of the show? We can't do that. He hadn't got these. All right, we're going to have to tell you the winner of the kayak next week, okay?
Oh,
Ooh.
they have to wait a full week.
I guess I don't know what else to do.
Well,
I never thought of that.
That gives you way too much time to rig it.
Oh, that's right. We're going to rig the kayak. Anyway, we're getting ready to go back on the radio,
Okay.
okay?
We'll get Ron
All
over
right.
here.
Yeah,
Staff
get Ron
management
over
board
here,
I
of
see
all
you're
right?
talking about your health. That's
Delaware,
going to take a while.
105.
That's going to take a while. Right. Mental health. All right, everybody. We are back live on the radio with Weller Does Delmarva. We have been live on My Cozy TV. We're in our final half hour. So it's amazing how quick this show has went. I do want to give you a health update on me in just a minute, but we're going to talk just a couple minutes about a big event that's coming up. And this is my next guest, Mr. Ron Poliquin. How you doing there, Ron?
Hey, Jim. How's it going?
Real
to
good.
see you.
How was the trip down?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Good. All right. Did you see any rain or moisture?
It was raining, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't
Okay.
bad.
All right. Well, good. It was bearable.
Yes,
Bearable.
it was fine.
All right. You got a big event coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah.
This guy sounds like a really funny guy.
Yes, I don't want to oversell it, but it
Okay,
may be the
all right.
greatest night in entertainment in the history of Camden, Delaware. So
All right. Here we go. But let's not oversell it. But anyway,
we have a very funny comedian, Joe Matarese, is coming.
okay.
May 13th.
Let me hold that up for
Sure.
TV.
May 13th, he's coming to the Knights of Columbus Council Hall.
Is that next Friday?
That's next Friday. Yep.
Oh, next Friday,
Uh,
everybody.
We have a silent auction at 7 o'clock, but the show actually, if you don't want to go to that, it's a cocktail hour silent auction.
I want it all.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
8 o'clock the show starts.
Okay.
Joe's coming down. He's been on David Letterman.
Okay.
He's been on Chelsea lately. A lot of people watch that. He's been on every show.
Wow.
And incredible comedian. You're not coming down to see somebody that's just starting out.
Okay.
This guy, I will
He's
guarantee, seasoned professional, national headlining comedian. If you could go to Atlantic City to see this show. You could go to New York
Oh,
City.
wow.
But next week, he's going to be in Camden, Delaware.
Wow. Where
Yeah.
at again?
Knights of Columbus
Columbus.
Council Hall.
All right. Now, people would call ahead to get tickets because I presume this is going to sell out.
We got about 24 tickets left.
Oh, so it's going to sell out.
It's going to sell out. Yes.
I was kidding. I didn't know you
so-
sold that many. So this guy is good, evidently.
Yeah, incredible comedian. He's been on everything, and I remember I saw him in New Jersey area about Valentine's Day with my wife,
Okay.
and we invited a bunch of friends to come down. They all said, "Yeah, we're going to get tickets. Yeah, we're going to get tickets." I called these friends Thursday before the show. Show sold out. They're like, "Well, we
Okay.
can't get tickets." So
Wow.
don't be those people that wait.
Right.
Everybody wants to wait till the last minute.
Right.
You know, get your tickets now. You can get them at joematarese.com.
All right. How do I spell that? M-A-T-A-R-E-S.
ARESE, or you can go to eventbrite.com. They're available. And
Okay.
just Google Joe Matarese or Camden, Delaware. Or you can email me, Ron Poliquin, at gmail.com.
Okay.
Or you can call me at 302-229-2430.
229-2430. Write that down, Brooks, in case somebody asks me later. 229-2430. They also can, but I see it's a fundraiser too.
Yes, it's a
So it's-
fundraiser for the Holy Cross chess team.
Okay. You
Right.
got kids there?
I do. I
Okay.
got 2 kids. I got
Okay.
a
It's a great
9-year-old, Ronan Poliquin, who might be watching.
Okay.
Although he's been banned from the computer and TV
Oh,
for a
my
little
gosh.
bit because of
Okay.
homework issues. But
All right.
and also Lillian Poliquin, who's C6 and she's playing.
Okay.
She saw my son. I got into chess about right around the time when my son got into chess when he was 5. He brought me in. I
Wow.
became the coach.
Your son brought you into chess.
Yes, it's the best thing
That's
for kids.
cool.
And now Holy Cross has about 50 kids in the
Gosh.
program. And what we want to do from this fundraiser, we want to go to the what's called the Super Nationals next year in Memphis,
Okay.
Tennessee,
Wow.
where they have like 5,000 kids all over the country competing for the national championship in chess.
And
So,
we're going to get it done for Dover, Delaware.
yes, this
All
is the
right.
best team in Dover, Delaware. In Delaware.
In
The
Delaware.
Holy Cross Chess Elementary School. So if some
Excellent.
coaches out there from another school that wants to challenge us,
You're
we're
ready.
We're up to it. So
We're going to have a throwdown here. The challenge is out there. So anyway, Joe Matarese
Joe Matarese,
is coming to the Knights of Columbus Council Hall in Camden, Delaware.
came to Delaware.
20 tickets left.
Right.
They're selling quick.
You want to do a giveaway?
Oh, yeah. Why don't we do a giveaway?
Okay.
How are we
can-
going to do that?
Okay. Whoever can name the national, very famous talent show that Joe Matarese was featured on.
Okay.
It was on NBC.
They got to be the first to name it.
They got to be the first to name it. I'm going to give them a ticket. Okay.
Okay.
And if they want to get a second ticket, they can get it at $25 discounted rate.
Okay.
Okay, but they can if they name that show, what show
Okay.
he was on. It was Howie Mandel's one of the judges.
Is he really?
Yeah.
All
so
right.
and it was on NBC.
hint. Okay.
And they Google Joe Matarese, so it'll be brought up. But it's
So the first person to call,
they get one ticket.
they get one ticket absolutely free. How much are the tickets?
Tickets are
30 bucks?
They're $30 each, or 2 for 25, 2 for 50.
Okay.
Or you can get the VIP.
I'll take them
package.
all, 2 for 25.
2 for 50. Or you
Okay.
can get the VIP package.
Oh,
Where you get 2 tickets, 4 Joe Matarese comedy CDs, autographed poster, and premiere seating. So all those options
Wow.
are available. Go to joematarese.com or go to Eventbrite
right.
or go to email me or give me a
Or
call.
look up Ron Poliquin
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yes,
That's the easiest.
exactly.
Right.
Just make it easy.
Make it easy. So anyway, 337-7300, you have to name what show he was a contestant in. Is that right?
Correct. And they
All
have
right.
a whole. They'll
Be the
have a whole
first.
segment on him. If you Google it, and you'll see that it's
Okay.
a great segment. He does a great spot. You will laugh. If you don't think he's funny, there's something wrong with you.
Okay. Can they look him up on YouTube?
He's on YouTube. He's
Okay.
got a podcast, so he's got a lot of stuff
All right.
going on.
We have a caller. Should I try to take this? I better let it go to voicemail. All right, we're going to let the call go to voicemail. Everybody's like, okay, anyway. All right, so anyway, we'll see if that was the winner of that contest. All right. All right, anything else, Ron?
No, I think we're
Okay.
good. I think
All right.
go to the show, support the kids, and have a great night. This is an excuse to have a night out.
All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for coming. I evidently understand you're very involved in the Republican Party, but I'm a little bit out of time. But you are involved in the Republican
I
Party?
am, yes.
Very?
I would say very. I'm
Very.
I'm an enthusiastic
Okay.
Trump supporter. I think it's awesome that he's doing.
Did you go see him in Harrington?
I did.
It's unreal, isn't it?
It's a phenomenon. This is what I love about politics, is that every once in a while something happens that's not supposed to happen.
Right.
All the pundits are wrong. Everybody's wrong. All the experts.
Right.
This guy comes in. He's a phenom.
Right.
Nothing in our lifetime is could have predicted what happened.
Right.
So and with that, he's unpredictable. So sometimes I hold my breath. I love Trump.
Right.
But sometimes I'm like, oh, you got a guy. But that's what if you want change, this is change.
Yeah. Real
Yeah.
change, though.
Yeah, this is change. Good,
This is
bad,
change
or
you
whatever.
can take to the bank.
Yeah.
Not just change that takes it from the bank. This
Right.
is change that will help us all.
Yeah, this guy is for good, bad, whatever. You want to say you want a big change, you want to make a splash. Hillary Clinton's not going to change
Right.
Washington D.C.
And she's not claiming to.
Yeah, exactly. She's
Right.
the status quo. Donald Trump, if you want things get shaken up, send him to the White House.
There you go.
So
All right. I can't believe the man would live in the White House. what a step down for him. You know what I mean?
Well, he's building a hotel down the street. So
I don't blame
right
him.
on Pennsylvania Avenue, he's rebuilding I think one of the famous hotels down there.
Is he really?
Yeah. So
Oh my, he's already planning ahead.
yeah. So I mean, he's a phenom. It's
Did you
just-
take a tour of his helicopter when it was in Harrington?
I didn't, but that's the
Okay.
main reason my son is supporting Donald Trump.
Because of the helicopter?
The helicopter. He saw when they went to the Iowa State Fair, and everyone was schlepping with everybody else, eating all the food.
And he's giving helicopter rides.
He said, "Kids getting the helicopter ride," and my son was sold at that point.
Wow.
So-
Yeah. My kind of president.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks a lot,
Hey,
Ron.
thanks a lot,
Thanks
man.
for coming
Good
down.
talking to you,
Okay.
buddy.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. So we will see if we had a winner on that ticket, and then we'll
this up
get
in
you
your store?
connected. Yeah, I'll get it up. Okay. All right, we are in our final 15 minutes of Weller Does Delmarva. My goodness, what did I miss there? Brooks Ritter,
Couple
Mid
of
South
spots,
Audio.
yeah.
Man, I want to talk about Mid South Audio. We are. Hold on, just a second. Take it to which bank, Jack Riddle? Take it to the bank. He's asking me which bank. Community Bank Delaware, Jack. There is no other, to the best of my knowledge, anyway. Community Bank Delaware. Now listen to me. Mid-South Audio, Kevin Short, good friend of mine. He owns MidSouthAudio.com. He's everywhere, just like today. He's doing ceremonies and doing things like that. Not doing ceremonies. He provides amplification equipment, microphones, speakers, platforms, stages, crowd control barriers, wires and amplifiers and keyboards and people to do it. And I talked to him yesterday. He's got like 2 or 3 or 4 events going on this weekend. So he's not just doing one event at a time. They're doing events everywhere, and they can do them rain or shine. So if you're having a graduation ceremony or you're having some kind of an event and you say, man, I need to get some speakers, maybe you're having a big auction or a concert or something like that, he can do that. Maybe you're having a wrestling match or a wrestling match. Leg wrestling, in other words, that's becoming very popular, in other words. And so, he can provide all the sound equipment. If you need lighting, he can provide lighting. So he does it all. He also has a recording studio. Every time I say it, my mind goes to, we need to record a jingle. Me and Brooks, we need to record a jingle for Weller Does Delmarva, okay? I'll hum and you do the jingle, okay? But anyway, he does a full, we have a winner for the ticket. All right, hold on. Brandon will give you a call later about that. But anyway, we have a winner for the tickets, so no more calls on that. I'm getting way off track. I'm on MidSouthAudio.com, and now Brooks is going to do a jingle, is what we're saying, because they have a full-blown recording studio, and they told me they can make anybody sound good. Okay? Bruce is all panicky. I got it all worked out. You're going to be fine. So if you are an artist and you want to record something, they can help you there. They even have musicians available if you need that. But if you're like Brooks and I and you just want to make a jingle, they can do that too. And I guess politicians coming along, they're going to want to make something. So anyway, I just want to let you know, Donald Trump, he's going to have one that's got something to do with the Trump train. Okay? So anyway, I just want to let you know, Kevin Short, MidSouthAudio.com. They travel. They just don't deal here locally. They go all over the place. So if you need anything, but like us, we just recently purchased some things from him. We purchased some things for our new studio that we're getting together. It had an unbelievable echo, and I thought that was neat, but I'm being told by my producers that that's not so neat. So anyway, we he come in and looked the room over and said, here's what you need to get rid of this echo. So we're working on that, right?
Absolutely.
I haven't even seen this stuff, but you picked it up, right?
Yes.
Okay, we got some new microphones
Yes, we
and
did.
just a little bit of everything. So anyway, it's called MidSouthAudio.com. Really good place to deal. Check them out. 856-6993, 856-6993. Tell them I sent you, all right? Are we done?
With that
Is the
spot?
show over?
No, not yet.
I got a little bit more time?
You got 12 more minutes.
You know, I got a Mother's Day special I have not mentioned. This is only good today, and that means it's a today-only offer, and it's the Weller's discount cards. I'm going to hold them up. If you've never seen one, they're about the size of a credit card. They're good till the end of this year. I got people using them all the time. I was in Applebee's yesterday.
Yeah,
and
we used them
it.
yesterday. Yep.
Right, and you can use this thing. I'm going to blow through the places real quick. Burgers and Beans in Milford, Abbott's Grill in Milford and Laurel, Papa John's. Buy a large pizza, get another one free. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, Applebee's, 10% off. Hardee's, Bethany Blues. Then you've got Professional Power Wash, 15% off any power washing, Duck-In Car Wash, Milford and Seaford, Arby's, Subway, Cafe Tamborelli's, McDonald's, The Palace, Snow-Yo, Rudy's Diner, Rita's, Nicola's, and Mama Maria's. All these businesses, you get a discount every single time you use this card. So you just use it time and time and time and time again. It's good till the end of this year. They're normally $15 a card. Now, today and today only, in celebration of Mother's Day, you get one of them for $10. So instead of $15, it's $10, and you get two of them for $16, okay? You don't have to call or anything like that. You just come in today before 1 o'clock and say, I want some. Can't get them next week at that price. That's a today-only offer, okay? We did have a lot of phone calls in reference to the free kayak. If you want a chance to win that, all you have to do is guess how many wood nickels are in that container, okay? If you are the first one to guess correctly, if you're any one of the people that guess correctly, you win a free kayak. Is that okay? Now we're going to give away more.
I think you're going crazy.
Let me say it right. Let me say it right. You got to guess exactly how many wooden nickels are in this container. If you guess how many wooden nickels are in this container, I'll give you a brand new kayak with a paddle, okay?
That's insane.
Why? They got to guess.
I understand, but what if you have like 20 people guess the same number?
Then we're going to give away 20 kayaks. And we're going to take a picture of it. We're going to stack them all up, all right? All right.
We need to call the loony bin.
All right, here we go. 337-7300, your last chance to get in on that. I do need to know, when are we going to tell them the winner? Next week?
As soon as we get all the calls
we'll call
together.
you.
Yeah.
We'll call you, but then we'll also announce it.
We'll announce
so
it
we
next
won't get to figuring it out till Monday.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, I got to move on. What's the next thing I've got down here? Mid-South Audio, right?
Yep.
Jim's Health. I want to tell everybody about my update on that. Jerry's Lawn Care. I think I need to do that too, right?
Yep.
Jerry's Lawn Care. I noticed he's been here, cut the grass this week. Looks really good. It's probably hard to cut the grass, as much rain as we've had and stuff like that. But I just want to let you know that Jerry's Lawn Care cuts the grass, does weed whacking here, and so on and so forth. Colin, you can come over and help me finish out if you want. But anyway, Jerry's Lawn Care. Oh, he didn't want to. Anyway, I thought he did. Jerry's Lawn Care. Stay focused, everybody. Stay focused. Stick with me. Jerry's Lawn Care. His name is Jerry Santoro. He does the grass here. He does the weed whacking. He does our weed spraying. He comes out to my house and he fertilizes and limes the yard and all of that stuff. But he does a nice job, and we're very happy with him. I actually was talking to Kevin Short yesterday, and Kevin has done some business with him and very happy. And I talk to people every now and then. They got some paver work done from him or some irrigation stuff or bought a load of firewood. Jerry's just a nice guy, locally owned, locally operated businessman, been in business over 10 years, and he can help you with your lawn care needs, okay? So that's one thing that he does. He also sells and installs E.P. Henry stone products. So I'm talking like pavers, whether you want to build a nice little patio or something like that, he can help you with that. He's actually certified in that, all right? He sells and installs and services irrigation systems and drip lines. So if you need any help with that. And he also does tree work. So you're saying, well, what in the world's tree work? Well, we've had so much rain, the ground's wet, you got a tree that wasn't leaning, and now all of a sudden it's leaning a little bit. And you want it just trimmed up or trimmed down, or you want it completely removed, he can help you with that. Or you bought a building lot and you're going to build a house, or you need to move some trees to build a shed or something like that. He can clear a lot. He can take down a tree. He can trim a tree. He can grind a stump. He can dig up a stump. He could probably bring a stump and plant it if you needed him to. But anyway, he'll at least drop one off in your yard. So anyway, Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care, really good businessman, nice, friendly person. All estimates are free. Give him a call, 363-6025, 363-6025, JLC, Jerry's Lawn Care, dead giveaway, JLC-LLC.com, JLC-LLC.com. Now, Brooks, you need to tell me, have I missed anything?
No, you've covered pretty much everything.
The free planter,
Yeah.
I got to say it again. The free planter, absolutely free. You're saying, how much is two of them? Well, the first one's free. The second one, I can't remember.
$2 a piece.
$2
Three
is
for
it
$5.
3 for $5.
Yep.
All right, so they literally, for $3, could end up with, no, for $5, they could end up with four of them.
Yep.
First one's free, buy 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, but we're only giving one away free. We're not going to hold them. We're not going to deliver them, and we're not going to ship them to you. Is that okay?
It's okay.
Deal.
Okay, deal. You got to come in the store and say, I would like one of those planters. I've always wanted one. I actually have dreamed about it, and now my dreams are coming true at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. All right, we've had plenty of phone calls for the free kayak. We'll call you if you're the winner. We mentioned some Mother's Day specials. If you have any questions, you can call the store or just come on in before 1. We've got a lot of different things on special. I do want to give a health update here, but I don't want to miss anything first. Am I missing anything, Brooks?
No, you've covered everything.
Have I covered everything?
Yep.
It's been a wonderful show. I do want to say thank you, Brooks Ritter, for all you do. You get here early and you polish the wires and you clean all the gunk out of the connectors and you just make sure everything is flawless and perfect. I've never seen anything like it. And then Colin the second over here is over there, just steady, watching the screen, making sure everything is so meticulously perfect. So if you're watching on TV, he is the one who's making that happen. And then Colin Walls, his dad, sitting right here next to me,
Yep.
Holding the microphone, keeping the chair held down to the floor. He's doing a good job. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing good.
Did you get cold again?
Yeah, I put my sweatshirt back on. It was a
It's
little
because you were over
cool
near the door,
in here.
is what it is. We're turning on the heat at 9 o'clock, all
Okay,
right?
all
Okay,
right.
real quick update. Last week I told everybody for the past week or two, I got these heart blockages, okay? It's not something you want to wish for, so it's not like an accomplishment, okay?
You're not
you don't
bragging.
right. In other words, I'm not bragging, but what I'm saying is, after years and years and years of very low physical activity, tremendous amounts of stress, and not eating right, as the doctor looked at me, he called it obesity. It was so funny. He looked at me and he named like 4 or 5 things, and I had like 4 or 5 of those things. And I'm like, gee whiz, it's not a contest, doc. But anyway, I have some heart blockages. I think I have 2 arteries at 90% blocked and 1 at 80. And but I'm feeling fine, to be quite honest with you. But I'm going to have bypass surgery here in the next week or 2. I went Thursday thinking I was actually staying. I was all amped up and everything. And so I just want to say thanks to all the kind words and comments. I've had some people actually call and say, hey, give me a call and tell you what I went through. I apologize if I haven't got back to you. I've been inundated because I'm also trying to get a lot of stuff done and caught up and prepared to be less mobile than what I am, okay? So I just want you to know, I know you've been praying for me. A lot of people have sent me some very nice comments and so on. If I didn't call you back, I'm sorry. Keep an eye on me on Facebook. You'll learn a lot there. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware there. But in the next week or 2, absolutely, I'm having this bypass surgery, and I'm an expert on it now. I understand it all. They're going to crack your rib cage open. I got it. Taking your heart out. They're going to take a valve or a vein out of your leg and put it in your heart, and everything's going to be fine.
You don't need anybody telling you all this stuff.
Right,
again.
I got it. Going to have a tube down my mouth. In other words, I might need chapstick. And oh,
Denise
my
isn't
gosh.
going to recognize you.
Yeah, Denise isn't going to recognize me, and so on. So I got it all. In other words, I learned what a folio is. It's a catheter.
Yeah.
I get one of them too. So anyway, I'm like, how lucky can I be? But here's the truth of the matter. I got to eat different. And so I want to encourage everybody because I got to get more physically active because who this is not fair to is my wife. She's the one who's got to live with me, and she's the one who's got to put up with all this. So I'm going to take it serious. I actually have started a little bit already, but I'm going to make a tremendous shift, and I'm going to eat to live instead of live to eat. And that's going to be my new mantra. You get them. Anyway, so stay tuned. Friend me on Facebook. Keep an eye on me there. You don't even have to friend me to keep an eye on me, so I'm easily spotted. Anyway, I'll tell you one nice thing. There's a Jim Weller who lives in Alaska. I joke about it all the time. I'm a Jim. I had somebody send me a really nice email the other day about how they had been through the surgery, and this gentleman never needed any pain medication at all. Never experienced any pain. But
Really?
he sent it to jimweller.com, which was the guy in Alaska.
Ah, okay.
And that guy ended up sending me that email.
Wow.
I thought that was just really nice. So anyway,
You should meet him sometime.
I should meet him sometime. He's an artist in Delaware or in Alaska.
Wow.
So all the Jim Wellers should get together someday. So anyway, and those that know me know I was adopted, and my birth name was a different name.
Right.
My birth name was Jerry Rhetoric. So anyway, that's a story for another show. Everybody, we'll tell you all about that another day. So in the event I'm not here next week, Colin and Brooks and I believe Dan Gaffney and maybe Jack Riddle and some other people are going to take over, and then it's going to be awesome, okay? Well, they'll be giving away all kinds of things, 2-person
Not ours.
kayaks. Huh? It's not theirs, gee
Right.
whiz. Kind of like the government.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's not go there. All right. So other than that, I want to thank you for tuning in the show. We do have a good time. For the advertisers, we appreciate that. Colin, I appreciate your help.
Thank
and
you.
Colin the second, and Brooks Ritter, and Brandon, and everybody that plays a role in it. So we're winding down. Who's back at the studio? I forgot who to thank there.
Fran.
Fran. Thank you, Fran. Thank you very much. You have a good weekend. So everybody, thanks for listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are done, and we are out. And keep an eye on me on Facebook. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day. Bye-bye. All right, now we're going to finish up on TV.
On TV.
My Cozy TV. I want to thank Bob Backman and the
thank you,
people
Bob.
over there at WRDE. They do a great job.
Great crew over
Great
there.
crew,
The news
and,
reporters are great.
yes,
the
they
news
are.
Good.
Yep.
Walt Barkus, he's kind
Yep.
of in charge of the news over there. So
Very attentive to detail. They're out and about, really support the community. A couple parades that I think Catch It Live was involved in.
Yep,
The
we
Sea
did.
Witch Parade.
Yep, we did
and,
the live production
and then the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
in Ocean City, right?
Yeah, some of these are kind of things that are unheard of.
Yeah,
Do
and-
people still see them now?
Yeah, they should be on Facebook. Go to WRDE's or not Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube page. WRDE's YouTube page.
But you're seeing
And,
things there that a lot of places don't do anymore.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
I mean,
for
we're
sure.
talking about the whole parade was streamed. So
Well, when's the last time you saw a live parade on locally?
this means, folks, we are
Trending.
about done. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. God bless you all. Keep an eye on me on Facebook. And other than that, thank you for watching my show. Are we done? Are we done? Are we
We're
done?
done.
Are we done? Bye. See ya.